Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Well, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the record that's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, you know, it's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Thank you very much.
As soon as I wake up in the morning, I count the hours until we meet. When I'm with you, it's so amazing. I never knew love could taste so sweet. Yeah, you're all I need. Yeah, you're all I want. I can't beat this feeling, let's get it on. Yeah, 'cause we're flying higher than the mountains, higher than I have ever been. You've got me feeling like a hero, fucking on heroin. Everyone tells me it's wrong, so why does it feel so doggone right? Gotta stay clean in the daytime. But baby, just wait until tonight. Yeah, you're all I need. Yeah, you're all I want. I can't beat this feeling. Let's get it on. Yeah, 'cause we're flying higher than the mountains, higher than I have ever been. You've got me feeling like a hero when I'm fucking on heroin. Fucking on heroin. Fucking on heroin. And we're fucking on heroin tonight. Tonight. Yeah. We're flying higher than the mountains, higher than I have ever been. And you've got me feeling like a hero. You're fucking on heroin. Fucking on heroin. On heroin.
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Been a few days. Woo! Woo! Glad to be back. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's Tuesday. I'm not going to be able to... I couldn't figure out the days at all.
I don't know what today
I
is.
didn't know what any day was last week.
You just told me it's Tuesday. I'm not sure it registered.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Tuesday. It feels like Monday. Yeah, but yeah, we got all that madness done with. Yesterday was actually worse than the other day
Yeah.
because we're fully, not fully staffed,
Yeah.
and it was busy as heck. Because people make a lot of mistakes on Mother's Day. A lot of shops don't get their stuff out. Boy, it's like the first year that Donna opened her shop, we were delivering on, I don't know, I can't remember if it was Mother's Day or the Saturday before Mother's Day. We were delivering till like 9 o'clock at night.
Damn.
And I was like, because we didn't, because, you don't know, you don't understand. And then you get all these orders and, and you get swamped. And then, after that, she learned her lesson, learned, what it takes, how many people you got to get. And, yeah, we were done by about 2 or 3 o'clock this Saturday. But then yesterday, a lot of shops, they don't do it right.
Yeah.
And they screw up.
How did people act when you delivered the flowers at 8 to 9 o'clock? Like,
Not
I
too
feel like
bad.
you couldn't do that nowadays. People be like, I've been fucking sleeping for 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't think you could. They weren't too bad. Nobody got too mad. So yesterday's taking everybody's mistakes and making money off of them. The only thing is, like, I gave this arrangement to this one lady yesterday, and as she's closing the door, she goes, and I would never complain about these lovely flowers being late. And then she closes the door. I was like, that wasn't our order.
Yeah.
I was bringing it. I'm making it right. You're complaining about the shop.
Well,
that
they
did
don't
it.
know
No,
that.
I know, but I
Yeah.
wish I could have. I wish she was shutting the door, and I was like, oh, I wanted to tell that. I said, well, that wasn't us.
This is my last delivery I delivered, and the guy's like, he's like, I canceled that, yesterday. I don't even want it, and I'm just. He's like, asking me all these questions, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. I got no answers for you, man. I just drove these here.
Yeah, people are always like, so who are they from? I was like, read the card.
Yep, read the card.
See it. I don't know who they're from. Don't care. Just trying to get them here on time and in good shape.
I got possibly some terrible news.
I don't want to hear that.
That Jackie's Meat Market that I go to is
Closed?
now Billy's Meat Market.
Oh, that never works out. Billy comes in and ruins everything.
I think so. I mean, it could be just as good. Who knows? But they were moving stuff around the store. It made me feel old. I was like, I like my Jackie's the way it's been. Don't be. All they did was move stuff around a little bit. They didn't do too much.
Well, they got to
move
sell
it
it.
around.
Yeah, but they got to sell it all. And then once they sell the stuff, they take that rack away.
No,
and
they can't.
And you never see that good stuff again.
They had a lot more meat out. I don't know what that means.
Good meat? It was like it looked like the same Jackie's Market.
It
Good kind of meat.
It looked like the same meat. They just had a bunch more. I'm like, are they gonna fail already, putting out too much meat, more meat than they can sell, or are they expecting? Are they expecting more people to start coming for some reason? Because you changed Jackie's to Billy's.
They're putting every piece of Jackie's Market meat that's left over in the freezer out there to sell it, so they can get.
See that.
They got the GMO meat shipments coming in tomorrow.
It's coming in tomorrow.
They're raising the price and GMOing it up. Buddy.
No, everything in there had a new sticker on it. Like they didn't change a lot of things. Like most stuff was the same. It just had a new sticker on it that was more expensive.
That sucks. That sucks bad.
I know. It's already, more expensive than going to like Dollar General or the grocery store. Some stuff is like their cold drinks are cheaper usually.
Yeah.
But now they're like the same price as the average gas station. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, they're certainly no longer Dollar General.
Yeah.
They changed their name.
And it's just like, I guess I described this Jackie's Meat Market as some amazing place that you've never been. Like it's borderline a gas station.
I was there one time.
Yeah, it's just got some meat. It's just a little bit of seafood meat at this gas station with some cereals and chips and stuff for bacon. It's got a couple aisles with some, not gas station stuff, but like baking and noodles and.
Out there in the country, you kind of have to be a general store.
Yeah,
so people don't have to drive into town to get. Oh, I don't have any cat food. You gotta have a couple cans of cat food. That's how it used to be.
Like I picked up my sister and she spent the night at our house, and on the way home she's like, "Did we pass by Jackie's? I gotta stop by," and I was happy they were closed. Because I was like, she's going to be so disappointed when she walks into the store. All the hype she's heard of Jackie's Meat Market, she wanted to go. And I was glad they just closed. It's like, all right.
Big letdown.
It shows how easily I'm entertained.
Yeah.
Or how easily I'm satisfied.
There's nothing exciting about Jackie's Market. I was there, and I was like, yep, this is Jackie's Market. They got some meat. They got meat.
My family, we all get hyped up to go in Jackie's Meat Market. I mean, they got frozen crawfish and crab legs. I've still never bought crab legs from there. They're just a little bit.
Yeah, Webster crab legs.
Frozen crab, yeah.
What has happened to society? When 7-Eleven first came out, it was 7-Eleven because they were open from 7 in the morning till 11 at night. And that was more than most stores.
Yeah.
Most stores are 9 to 8, 9 to 6, whatever. And now you can't find a store that's not open 24 hours. As far as a gas station or a convenience store, they're all open 24 because now everybody has to have stuff now, right now. But nobody was upset back in the day at 2:00 in the morning that there was nothing open, you knew there was nothing open.
Yeah.
You go home, or or if you're home, you're like, well, you can't get nothing. It's 2:00 in the morning. Big fucking deal.
I think they can pay people so little now that they can. It's worth it to stay open all night for the 7 people who come in. I mean, you ever been to a gas station at 3:00 in the morning? Like, there's nobody there. What are you staying?
I don't know how they make it. How they're making their money on the 24-hour deal.
Well, being like working
Maybe
at
less people. Maybe they're making less money because nobody's out anymore. Go ahead.
working at the Dollar General by my house and any of the gas stations. Well, not even the gas stations are so bad, but Dollar General looks like the worst job you could ever have in your entire life. I mean, these, they. It's like they got 2 people there at this whole store. The one out by us is pretty busy. There's always a few people in line. But they seem like they're not only in charge of cashing people out, but stocking the shelves.
Yeah.
And, I feel bad every
It's like
time.
one person that runs the whole store.
Yeah, and every time I walk in, I feel bad because they're like, they just... You can see them, one person just bought something and is coming out of the store and they're running to the back to go stock stuff and you get your stuff and you're like, all right, you got to come back up. And it just seems like a never ending job.
And think of how much money that store and that whole franchise is making.
So much.
Hand over fist. And they're nickel and diamond. Those employees don't look like they make a lot of money.
No, they don't.
And they got to work their ass off. And there's like one of them. If they're lucky, you'll find 2 people in a Dollar General. And that company's making money hand over fist. And this is what you get. All these corporations love it. Boy, a lot of people just love the rich and the corporations. You get shit service.
Yeah.
Everything turns to shit. I don't see how people can't see that service is turning to shit. We can't get service on nothing. We're about to replace our wireless because they have a whole team of incompetent people at Spectrum that not one of them can come here and fix our problem. And Donna's on the phone constantly for hours just trying to contact people and get satisfaction, and she rarely gets saction.
Yeah.
And like the insurance people, we saw a story last night. They're talking about the insurance and how the new law was written to benefit the insurance companies. And this guy's talking about insurance, saying, "Well, they just stopped talking to me." And that didn't used to happen. It used to be, you might be haggling with your insurance company, but there was never insurance company just, hey, just don't talk to him anymore. He can eat a dick because we got 75 million other people.
Yeah.
And the government's backing us up, so now everybody could eat a dick, and that's the new customer service, and that's what you get with extremely large businesses, corporations, and monopolies, and all that bullshit.
Yeah, I heard during 2008 one of the big scams was like insurance companies and banks. Like that was the end of all banks besides the major ones. Like you can't open if you could have $1 billion, you'd have to have $1 billion to open a bank in a small bank in your town. Like they just they've made it impossible for any other banks besides the main banks.
It's impossible. Yeah, it's impossible. All the mom and pop's gone. You're talking about Jackie's Market being bought out. There was a story last night about they're building some kind of free clinic or something in the poorer part of town.
Yeah.
And on the property they're buying, there's this store. It's an African American owned market. It's been there for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And in that neighborhood, if you want to, a lot of times they call them food deserts.
Yeah.
Because there's not a grocery store for 8-10 miles.
Yeah, I feel.
So that's it's been there for 30 years because people need it. Black owned, successful business, and so they're going to tear that down. And it's like, in a real society, you go, well, we must make room for this business, and we'll build around this business or whatever. We build a new site for the business on this site for the. But no, they're going to build this multi-million-dollar building. F those people, and that's just the new. Nobody. It's just. Nobody cares, and nobody thinks logically, and there's nobody's looking out for anybody or trying to do the right thing.
I mean, it's just the most insulting thing you can see from politicians and presidents and people like that saying is we support small business. Like, that is the
That's the
biggest fucking lie.
The biggest lie.
I don't care
ever hear.
if fucking Joe Biden says it. I don't care if Trump says it. Whoever says it's fucking is lying, because they are not. They're trying to make it impossible to start a small business. You know, they don't want, like, they're trying to get rid of that. They've been trying for years to get rid of it, and they're actively in the process of getting rid of them, and they have the balls to stand up and say, we support, and we're going to, open more small businesses when everybody involved is actively trying to destroy the small business.
If Donald Trump actually did something, significant to make small businesses, healthier and grow more, then I would have to say, well, I'm
best president ever.
Best president ever, because my wife has a small business, and I run a small business here. That's what I'm looking for. So sorry.
Even if
I doubt he will, but if he did, I would be a Trump mark.
Even if he did, just just enough to make it to where you hear around town that now's the time to open a small business, because it's a little bit easier for whatever reason they made. That would be, you'd be like, man, they're actually doing something. You can, and you see one person actually go out and start a business, and you're like, it is possible. But I don't see that happening too much.
It's kind of weird, because over here where we are in Central Florida here, just north of Tampa, there's opening new businesses right and left.
Yeah,
I think just so many people. If you open the right business, you can't fail. So many. Oh, so we did a lot of driving around this weekend, and I did a lot of pulling over the side of the road and crying. Oh my God!
What?
If you go out to the lagoon, have you ever gone out to the lagoon?
Yeah, the lagoon
on 52.
I think so.
The new one on 52.
Sure.
And you turn right into the lagoon. You can drive all the way to the new lagoon. Nothing but lagoon houses.
Yeah.
That's a long ass way.
It's a lot of lagoon houses.
That's and it's just depressing. There's so many of these houses, and they're drive around and see a lot of the new construction. Go, man, this is going to be shit. And you drive through the neighborhoods. They don't have near enough parking. So everybody parks on the street, but it's not up north where you're supposed to park on the street. You're not supposed to park. They don't make the streets big enough. So you got a-hole one parked on the street, and you're supposed to kind of stagger it. Because otherwise you can't get through. But they park right next to, so you got a truck. I got a truck, so I'm like, I hope my mirrors don't hit these mother effers. And it's like so that's how they're building them down here. Is you can't even park in your own. Man, my parents could park 5 cars in their driveway.
Yeah.
Back when driveways were driveways.
And if you don't, you just keep parking your yard. If you can't fit in your driveway, you can't park in your. They would murder you. They would have people with pitchforks. If you had 2 cars in your front yard in one of those neighborhoods, people would be pitchforking. And I was just watching. I might have sent you the video, but we don't really have to play it. This guy just had an old Ford truck,
and
an HOA, and it was real old to where the paint was coming off, but it had no damage or anything. It was just a really old truck, and he said they're about to fucking take his house because from parking that in his driveway.
His driveway.
He was in his driveway. He was parking his old rusty truck. It wasn't even rusty. It was just the paint was wearing. And he owed $3,000 in HOA fees, and they were coming for his house.
Well, you can't. Yeah, you got to pay those HOA. That's the deal. If you don't pay your HOA fees, you're effed.
I know, but he was saying and they had, they cover everything in the papers he signed. Nobody reads that. And then you're like, well, this couldn't be the HOA. But you can find a page in the 100-page thing that says you can't do that, You can't have blue lights on your back porch. You're like, what the fuck are you talking? I can't have these,
See, I couldn't live like that.
No, it's terrible.
I would rather live out like where you live, or at least 10 miles out of town in a mobile home on an acre.
Yeah.
And then live in one of these. I would pay an HOA fees and having to listen to. We couldn't have had the goalposts. We couldn't have leave our volleyball net up.
Nothing.
We couldn't. You got to say, I want to white trash it up. Like we got a hole in the screen. The top panel came out, and we ain't got around. It's not a big deal. We don't care. And boy, they've been on our ass about that pool screen. I'm sure we'd lose in our house.
You'd be losing your house for sure.
Yeah,
you'd be up to $6,000. Oh, you would have been kicked out a long time ago.
We would have lost this house a long time ago. We were in an HOA.
Oh, they're the worst. But this guy, he was complaining. And they did find in the HOA where it said you can't have severely damaged cars sitting in your driveway. But he's like, it's not damaged. It's just the paint's wearing. And there's a whole ordeal. And he's fighting them. He's fighting them, but he ain't going to win. The HOA always wins.
Yep. I can remember parking in the front yard. You come home, the driveway's is not where, somebody's going to need to get out in the morning. You're like, I'll just park in the front yard as opposed to moving the car.
My Billy Direct house, we just all parked, there's 3 guys living there with about 1 car fitting the driveway. You just parked in the yard, and so did everybody else on that road.
Your house on Billy Direct.
I don't know what that was. It's a slow roller.
It's like he ran over a squirrel and then he slowly died. Like,
dying squirrel.
I mean, I'm not huge in fart comedy, but Trace's farts lend themselves to comedy.
They do.
It's very distinct. He's like the
Picasso.
Squirrel. The Picasso of farts. It's never the same one. It's a new style. I got to get to some of these subs here. Wait a second. Here we go. Shh. Oh, shh.
That was a linger.
My God. Oh my God.
Oh.
Fucking hey. Where's my link? See, my lingerer was not up here. I didn't have
Linger.
The linger. See, that's what we'd have named it on the old show.
Yeah, the linger. The dying squirrel.
I'm gonna go get that fart this time. 27 minutes into the show, get the fart. If you do, you want to move over to that chair to go to the 2-cam?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Well, now we did. Look at us. People think it's a different version of the hang. Get you might want to move her computer so that you don't spill nothing on her.
I won't spill nothing nowhere.
Jesus God.
Gosh, I can't even do this. I've been sitting in that. I need to start moving around, sitting in different chairs or something.
Why?
I feel so weird over here. I feel like I'm not home.
The show's gonna suck now.
I don't think I can do a good show from over here, actually.
The couple times I sat over there and you hosted the show, I felt so weird. The
weirdest I've ever felt.
I didn't know what to do with my hands or anything.
Most awkward thing I've ever done in my life.
Sitting there like this. I don't know what to do. I like to be distracted by all the buttons and everything.
What do I do with my hands?
I was watching the UFC this weekend.
Some prelim deals, or
prelims. I just watched the prelims.
Did they have a actual UFC fight this weekend?
I don't know.
I've been trying to watch.
It's hit or miss. It might be. One's coming up. And I was watching, and they got a close up on the canvas, and it's like it's names. It's people's names, like about, I don't know, maybe that big.
The canvas. What are you talking about?
The mat.
Yeah.
The UFC, the mat inside the octagon. It's about that big. It's canvas, by the way.
That's what I thought it was, but I just didn't know what you're talking about. Little names on it,
like printed on it.
Yeah,
all around the octagon, on the outside,
like our wall.
You can pay to have your name on the octagon, and then they'll cut it out afterwards and send it to you.
Yeah, and you're hoping to get some blood on it.
Oh man, I
It makes
wonder
it
if
more exciting.
Oh, I wonder if they send you. I bet Dana White would probably send you the blood.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that kind of. I don't know about the illegalities.
I was
Somebody's DNA.
DNA on it.
I think they print you up a fake
I think
one.
I think you gotta pay or sign something when you join the UFC saying anybody can have your blood.
Anybody can have your DNA, probably. So, this was if you want to be an early bird, you want to make sure you get your name in.
Yeah,
Get it in early. $700.
man.
$700. It's like everything. It's like ain't the UFC making enough money? It's like everybody just wants more.
I think Dana White's lost his fucking mind. I think
fight?
I think he owes the casino $1 trillion from gambling. You know, I mean,
or maybe he's on the Diddy list.
or maybe he's on this one of them. I mean, I hear about his gambling. Like I've heard a bunch of stories that he'll tell, like for videos online.
Yeah.
And he'll wake up and be like, "Oh, I gotta, come downstairs and win back my money, my $100,000 I lost last night." And they'll be like, "Dana White, I'm sorry to inform you, but you actually lost $8 million last night."
Wow.
I mean, and then
That's
he'll tell a different
insane.
story, the opposite way. He's like, I passed out in my room and I thought I lost all my money, and I woke up the next morning and I had $4 million. But I mean, that means he's out there at the casino spending millions and millions of dollars, and it typically doesn't work out for you. Nobody.
So, what do you think his net worth?
God, he's got to be like $500 million or something. Half a bill.
If it's not half a bill, you can't be gambling like that. 500 mil.
It is half a bill.
I mean, it's hard because gambling, is an addiction. You might be addicted. But if you really enjoy gambling and you're not an addict, and you're like, man, I'm going to use some of my 500 mil for gambling. I'm going to set a 100 mil limit, and I'm never going to gamble more than that. And you could just fritter that away, and it'd be like losing $100 to me and you.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane that how much money you can spend gambling. Like I've said, it's the only way to lose all your money, no matter how much money you have.
Yep.
I mean, back when, Jerry, I was hanging with Jerry, and he'd get $10,000 checks or whatever, and he'd call me. He'd be like, "Oh, let's hang out. I just got $10,000. I'd be like, "Well, I can't hang out with you today, but I can hang out with you in 2 days." And in my head, I'm like, "Well, I can't spend $10,000 in 2 days. We'll still be able to go do something, and we'll plan something 2 days from now. Be like, we're going on the boat on Tuesday."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "All right, and I'll get there." And I'm expecting him to pay for everything because he's just got this 10 grand. He's like, I don't have any money. You're like, well, I gotta pay for. Not only was
10
I expecting a day of free play, being able to. I now have to pay for the entire day.
You're on the hook. Wow, you got had.
And it'd be like,
Should've
what
known.
happened? He's
You
like,
should have known.
well, I hired a driver and he took me to the casino and I lost it all.
Boy,
What?
some people are just art out. They're just art out. There's no excuse for that. That's just R-ism. I gotta get back to. I think it was Crystal Gale. Let me find. She subscribed. Nope, that's Manson Mark. Where's Crystal Gale? Way
saw
behind.
somebody
Way
giving some
behind.
subs.
Don't have Donna in here helping us out. She'll be here. She'll join. Donna will be joining us shortly. Is it Triple Edged Sword? Did he get 5 subs?
Sure. I think I saw that.
I missed it. Sorry, Triple Edged Sword. Thank you very much. That's 25. We appreciate it, Triple Edged Sword. I think Crystal Gale subscribed for, it's like, I can't remember. It was lots of months. Thanks, Crystal Gale. Brent's Nevada Land Deed resubbed for 65. JMP 5150 resubbed for 38 months. Manson is best, gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Hot damn. How many? Shh.
Oh, they're coming out weird
My
today.
Lord, look, a leaker. He's sprung a
leaker.
leak. Oh. Let's see, Manson is best. He also subscribed for 60 months. Ed's Navy subscribed for 9. Oh, wrong one. Accidentally clonked him. Ed's Navy.
Oh.
Ed's Navy says it's time to rage on my 9-month streak. But no old. Oh, this is old shit. This is.
Yeah, you're reading.
I'm reading like yesterday's stuff. No, I'm not.
Last week's
No,
stuff.
I don't think I am. A couple more. I got him. Brent Smata Landed, and I got everybody. AJ the Lingerer, 64 months. Thank you very much, AJ. Appreciate you subbing.
Man, I think if I'm renting right now a new RAV4 hybrid car, and that is like, I don't know. I kind of hate it. You know, I really hate it. Like it's
Really?
it's too
Too quiet.
No, it's too just bothering me too much. It's got all these fucking sensors on it that just like tell you everything you're doing wrong. And like if you get over without putting your blinker on, or swerve a little in the lane, or come up on somebody too fast, it's beeping at you. If you take your seatbelt off, which shouldn't be a big deal for me because I always wear my seatbelt.
Yeah.
I couldn't even fucking take it. Like it goes ding 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 like the normal one.
Yeah.
For about 2 seconds, and then it goes ding 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 ding, and like the worst. I mean, just out of control, fucking beeping. It's like a fucking alarm's going off in the car, and like that was unbearable. Like I was delivering in it, and like going from a house that was like 30, like it'd be like the next door house I'd have one for.
Yeah.
And just trying to make it there, you almost go insane in the 10 seconds it takes you to get there from the seatbelt. And then the kids are in the back of the car, and we went to Taco Bell once, and they unbuckled to look up at the menu. You know, and we can't even fucking order the food because the car alarm's basically.
Put your seatbelt back on. Put it back on.
Put it back on, and just down our driveway, the kids take their seatbelts off. I mean, it has sensors in the back too for the seatbelts. And then me and Lauren were going somewhere, just me and her, and it sensed that somebody was in the back seat, and it was going crazy while we're driving down the road. And you leave the. I'm delivering and leave the door open, and it's just beep, 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 beep.
Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that at all.
I left the door open. I'm walking away with the keys in my pocket. Like, it was going crazy on me.
It's all about control. So you look when you're in that car, you're completely controlled by that car, buddy, aren't you?
No, I not at all. That's why it's going fucking crazy because I'm defiling all its laws.
Well, that car is connected to the internet, and it's letting them know that you're problematic.
Yeah, I'm definitely problematic.
We've got a non-obeyer here. He doesn't like control. Put him right in the gulag.
Definitely, I'm definitely showing up as problematic on some government deal they got going on.
Definitely problematic. You got. Was that an old dirt bike you had, or is that a new one?
Which one?
The one out in the yard there.
It's an old new one.
I
just bought it.
You just bought it?
Yeah.
How much you buy that one for?
$400.
$400.
Yeah. I mean, it's the cheapest.
Mr. Moneybags.
It's the cheapest thing I could find.
You had to do it, didn't you? It was eating at you.
Shitty dirt bikes like that, if they work really good and look nice, are still worth like $1,000. I mean, even an old one.
See, the good thing about that one is it's too big for her.
Yeah.
And if you keep it running, take care of it. If you take care of it, then you won't have to buy one for a couple of years.
Yeah, I know.
She got real good on it real fast, though.
Yeah.
The first day, she's doing putting the feet on the ground a lot, and because it's a little too big for her, and riding with one leg down to be safe.
Yeah.
And I step out on the porch yesterday, and I hear bang. She's going full blast.
Yep.
She said to me the other day, Trace, your daughter Bella said, she goes, sports are more important than school.
Damn straight.
So we had to be being the good grandparents. So we had to tell him, well, that's your dumb daddy talking. And she goes, yeah, Mommy does say that Daddy's art out. Except she used the real word. And I said, you have to learn some things.
Oh,
you have to
whatever.
learn. School is important. You have to learn certain things.
Kinda. I think school would be important if they taught,
They did it right.
if they did it right. It's just a brainwashing system for the government.
Yeah, they could get it all done by 6th grade. I think you need to go to school to 6th grade, and then you need to be, if you want to keep going to school, you can. Or if you want to go kind of a trade deal, you go into that, or an arts deal, or some kind of specialty.
Or anything besides, it just ruin. If you have ADD or ADHD, you can pretty much go out and do any job you want. You just can't sit in school for fucking 15 years doing all that bullshit to learn how.
No, but that's why you go to a trade school where you're hands-on and you're in there turning wrenches or working on an AC unit or woodworking.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think if they did it right, you could have like ADHD or ADD and go and be a vet, and because you're doing hands-on things, learning how to be a vet, instead of sitting there for 8 years in college writing fucking papers about how to be a vet.
But nobody wants a vet who goes, "Me cut dog, get better."
That's true, but I think you would. You're not going to caveman school. I mean, you're still going to learn.
You could streamline the process.
Yeah.
I think Berlin is, she's finding going to vet school easier because she spent several years as a vet tech.
Yeah.
So she went right into the veterinary aspect of it. So she knows a lot. She knows a lot about being a vet, and other people are just walking in cold.
Yeah.
B Bumpy subscribed for 69 months. Thank you very much, B Bumpy.
Gosh, how much does a vet make nowadays? I mean, it's got to be
$1 billion.
$1 billion. You got to make $1 billion to pay off your schooling.
Plus, it's always been expensive to take your animals to the vet.
Yeah.
It's never, there's no, like, you can go to the $5 oil change deal for vets. It's always been pretty expensive. And I'm sure it's way more expensive now with inflation. I'm sure it's outrageous. You probably can't go to the vet without a $300, $400 bill just for, like, some routine shit.
Yeah.
Tests and shots and stuff.
I mean, I feel like,
we released our dogs into the woods to become feral.
You know that kid who's like, I feel like in my 5-year plans in the next 5 years, something crazy is going to happen. I feel like Berlin's going to become a vet right when vets become obsolete because of some weird reasons, that people can't, it hit to the point where people finally giving up on taking their animals to the vets because it's $1,000 and people are too poor to do that. But I think...
Well, you know what you do? You got to become... See, but she wouldn't want to do it. You got to become the rich people's vet.
Yeah.
You got to do elite veterinary and have it all
Elite
fancy schmancy and charge them an arm and a leg. But she wants to, help animals. That's going to hurt her. She wants to actually do good.
Now in the apocalypse, you're a vet. You're a vet right before the apocalypse happens, and you know how to do all this stuff for animals. And the apocalypse happened. Do you do a little lie that you are a doctor? Do you to be more valuable in the apocalypse?
Absolutely.
I mean, how long before you figure out that I shouldn't be calling myself a vet? I'm a doctor. And then you're highly valued. I think you pretty much know.
Kinda.
Most.
You know way more than anybody else. So they're going to believe you. And you just bullshit your way through. You're like, yeah, well, I think what he's got is, and you're going to try to amputate his arm. But the tools we have are not sophisticated. So when he dies of gangrene, it's not because I'm not a doctor. It's not because I'm a veterinarian. I'm absolutely not a veterinarian. I'm a doctor.
I swear I'm not a vet. And then you find another group of people with a doctor in it. You're like, let's stay away from them. I can't talk to them.
I can't talk to that guy at all.
No, you're a doctor too, and you're just sweating bullets. Like he's gonna figure it out immediately.
Don't ask me about
human stuff.
It's like in Rick and Morty when he's always making fun of Beth for being. She's always saying she's a heart surgeon. He's like,
Yeah.
a horse heart surgeon.
That's great.
I actually saw one that I hadn't seen. We have about 64 episodes.
Yeah.
that we-
Every once in a while, you'll find one. You're like, oh, how the fuck have I not seen
It's
this?
like I think I've seen every other one 4 times.
Yeah.
And I do them. I should do them in order.
Yeah.
I do them hit or miss.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there's some I haven't seen in a real long time. Still, it's the only show that I like to watch over and over again. It's so good.
I think Berlin said she does that too sometimes with Rick and Morty.
What?
Watches,
What?
just
Over and
can't
over.
find anything on Netflix, so you just go and watch Rick
Just
and
watch
Morty
Rick,
again.
Rick and Morty.
I do that with, I'm about done doing it with Dave. I watched Dave like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
and I'm finally over it. But I'm doing it now again with Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because I can't, there's nothing to watch right now. I don't know what they're doing.
There's so much to watch, buddy. There's just series upon series upon series upon series.
Oh, there's a new Netflix movie we watched last night. It was like Mandolas it was some
Mandolas.
I don't think it's Mandolas, but
Yeah,
it's
I'm sure it's not
some
Mandola.
Italian movie. Some
Yeah.
Italian movie
It's a
with
movie or a series?
movie with Vince Vaughn.
Is it new?
Yeah.
So
and
they
he-
filmed it in 2 days, I
and,
heard.
and they, it's about him. It's a true story about some guy who opened up a restaurant and used a bunch of old Italian ladies as the cooks.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a comedy, really. The grannies did some bickering that was a little bit funny,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that funny. But it was a pretty decent movie. Like they definitely. The restaurant's going downhill the whole time. And at one point something's going to happen. It's just styled.
Yeah,
It's not
you
just
know
going
it's
to
coming.
slowly go down into nothing and end with nothingness and be super depressing. And even though at the end they go, it's failing this way and this thing happened, I'm just like, after 3 hours of that, I was like,
3 hour
or
movie?
an hour and a half. Yeah, it was a real.
Seemed like 3 hours.
It was a long movie, but after so long, I'm just like, all right, can the good thing happen and let's get this thing over with? But it wasn't a bad movie. It was just not funny. It was a decent.
It's not a movie probably that you would have in the past when you used to go to movies,
Yeah.
pay to go see. Were you going out and say, hey, we're going to go see the Mandolas with Vince Vaughn? No, you're not doing that, buddy. Movies used to be, you would see it and go, oh, I want to go see that. And it would be an experience. And it's the cinematography and the money they spent on making it grand. It would be an epic movie experience. Now they're just churning out mediocre crap. It's kind of sad.
It seemed it was kind of sad at the ending, and a sad but happy, like a happy sad.
Happy sad.
It was kind of a feel good movie. I thought it was all right. Vince Vaughn, that's the tall guy, right?
He's tall.
He's tall.
6'4",
right?
6'5", I think.
But I don't know. Has he ever made you laugh? Like,
I
like him. That's what I'm
Vince
saying.
Vaughn.
I kind of like Vince Vaughn. He's just not funny at all.
I like Vince Vaughn. It's not really one of my favorite comedic actors, but I like him as an actor. I don't like maybe the movies he's in. I don't like that.
How tall is that mother effer?
He might be 6. He might be 6'6". I don't know.
I'm saying 6'4".
6'4", maybe.
Tall.
Let's see. 6'5",
Oh,
right
he
in
is
between, right in between. That's tall as hell.
It is.
He's got to be the tallest guy in Hollywood, don't you think?
I don't know. There's a lot of tall people.
6'6", 6'5". I mean, 6'5" is tall.
That's pretty
though.
tall.
You're towering over people.
Yeah,
Ben Stiller is 5'7".
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know if he's made me
wow.
laugh either.
Here's a good picture of how tall he is.
Oh man,
You see the world differently from up here.
you do. I mean, if you ever, I love at my house. We got like a 6-inch stool, and I stand up there, And being 5'6", I'm like, man, just a guy who's 6'2" sees the world like this. Like, this is a whole different world I'm living in. Like, I mean, and I'm right at the height to where everything's like just like right above my eyesight. So when I stand on a stool or something, like I can see on top of everything.
It's crazy.
And you're just like, gosh, I live in a different world than tall people. Like, they interpret this world as completely different. Just
That's why they think they're better than you. They're just looking down on it. They're looking down
I
on
think
everybody.
so, maybe.
I do the same thing. I get up on that wooden stool in the kitchen. I'm like, man, I would be the man. If I was this tall, I would be way more successful.
Gosh, I do. You know, I kind of get it a little too. Like when if I'm usually not. I see like a person that's 6 foot tall, and I'm like, I'm not afraid of them. Like, I'd kick their ass. But then I see a guy that's like 5 foot tall, you know, to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way that guy could ever hurt me in a million years.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how they feel about me.
I mean, you talking to somebody who's just like 6'1", 190 pounds. It's just a whole different body type.
Yeah.
It's a whole different force to be reckoned with. Just mass. It's mass. It's all about mass. You get over 200 pounds, you got a lot of mass.
A lot of mass.
A lot of force and mass.
I still think they should do more big guy versus little guys, like UFC fights. Like, it doesn't even have to be for a title or anything or any weight class. Just like
For fun.
like a once a month funsy. Just have like, you know, some guy. You find a small guy that thinks he can beat some big guy's ass, and a big guy that thinks he can beat his ass, and you see what happens.
People would eat that up too.
You
They'd
know?
eat it up.
And it seems like 9 times out of 10, the big guy would win, but that one time, out of
it'd
10,
be-
the
it'd
little
be-
guy
it'd
wins.
be
Everybody go
epic.
crazy.
He jumps on him like a spider, gives him the rear naked choke.
Yeah.
I was watching.
He just lands on his back and squashes him
Squash him like a bug. He would. That's what he'd do. He'd throw him off like a bug. I was watching UFC this weekend, and Berlin comes in. I'm watching a heavyweight deal,
Yeah.
and she's like going, "What's wrong with these guys? They're so slow." And then I was like, "They are. It looks like slow motion. It's like, I guess it's just so much effort to throw punches when you're that big.
Yeah.
Then you see the guys that are like 145 in there, and it's nothing but rapid fire.
Yeah.
I almost like it better to watch the heavyweights. They're just too lumbering.
Yeah.
Plodding.
I mean, I think the middle, like 155, is good. You know, some of the middler ones, it's kind of a combo of both.
Yeah, I think I like it when they're grappling. I don't like it when they're just, you know. I saw one fight where they were hugging on the fence, and twice the referee said, "Come on, let's throw punches," and made them break up. I was like, that guy knows what he's doing. Like, people pay to watch that.
Yeah.
Watch people hung on the ropes.
Joe Rogan is completely offended. You know, he's like, I get it. You know, the UFC might not do as well if I was in charge, but he's against like all this He thinks it should be first on a basketball court, not the material, but a big open area. With you know, areas you can't go in, like a line instead of a cage. Because he thinks being able to push somebody up against a cage is cheating and fighting. And he doesn't. If you have somebody down in the round ends, you should go back down and start from there. And you should never stand people up or break people up from clinching because they're working on stuff.
I disagree.
And I'm like, yeah, you know, I get it. Dana White's definitely got the right idea there.
Yeah.
It's definitely more entertaining. And nobody wants to see some guys wrestle on the ground for 3 rounds. Like, you know, I get maybe letting them finish the round out and then standing them up. But you got to stand them up at least after the round because you can't just have 3 rounds of...
Everybody knows. The fans know, and you'll hear them start booing. When the guys they're just, you know, kind of like groveling on each other on the ground,
Yeah.
and they're not ground and pounding, and nobody's getting a submission, and nobody's really doing anything. They're at a stalemate. It's like, get that shit up.
Get that shit
Get
up.
shit up. It's a sport. Paying to watch this.
But yeah, I think Dana White's gonna screw himself with this slap deal. I mean, I haven't.
Is it still popular? Buzzy's Moist Red Rocket. Subscribe for, you know how many months, Trace?
52.
71
Damn.
months. 71.
Fuck ton of months.
Holy,
I don't even know how long that is.
holy hell. I don't either. It's too long. It goes above our math skills.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Oh,
It's almost 6 years. Holy crap.
that's
Go
a
ahead.
long time. The slap fight, like that.
I don't watch
It's
it.
not. It's
don't
not
watch it.
something that I'm like, man, I really don't get why people like that. It seems pretty stupid to me, but people like it. I haven't heard one person that liked it. I haven't heard everybody I've seen has been like, oh yeah, I don't like the stupid. It's fucking stupid. Like I haven't
It's
heard
fucking
one.
stupid.
And Dana White sitting there saying it's going to be the next big thing. You know, I'm thinking maybe he posted some videos on TikTok, and because you haven't seen it before, and the video starts out like this about the guy about to
Yeah.
slap the guy. A lot of people watched that. Maybe he got some.
Well, yeah, I checked it out.
Yeah.
I checked out the first 2 or 3 times I saw it, and I didn't like it any time, but I was just a little curious, and then I was like, I'll never watch it again.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Exactly.
And then you showed me the one of the guy that it knocked his
knocked his skin loose.
His skin
And his eye
loose,
got-
and it's like, why? What are we doing here? People, defenseless people, getting pummeled in the head for entertainment.
Yeah.
That's where it's going. It's good. See, that's what it is. It's not going to be that successful, but it's the precursor to the next one, which is just something more violent and like it's going to turn into
Yeah.
the Roman gladiator game. See, this is the precursor to the Roman gladiator. Defenseless men being smashed in the face until their eye sockets pop out.
I mean, it looks terrible. I mean, when is somebody they're gonna get so good at? They're just gonna start crushing these guys' fucking skulls in with their palm.
and their orbital bones.
Yeah,
I mean, and if you miss,
murder.
I mean, you know, what if a guy missed? You got to trust that some guy is trying to slap you. He's not going to, you know, hit your orbital bone or your nose or whatever. I don't get it.
I mean, I've
Ouch
seen
my balls, says Sean Rouse. Yep, ouch my balls. It's coming.
I've seen people, you know, that go to them. You know, it's Dana White's thing. So a bunch of famous people come to the slap thing
Yeah.
events, and it's all the interviews I've seen is like, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just a bunch of big dumb guys hitting each other in the
It's not
face.
big dumb guys, people who could not excel in any other sport, but are big and got a hard head. It's like the stupidest shit ever.
I mean, am I crazy or is it the dumbest thing ever? I mean, everybody seems to agree with me. Every guest that comes on Joe Rogan's like, so what's up with Dana White and that slap fight and stuff? And Joe's like, yeah, I really think he missed the ball. He should have done, kickboxing instead.
Anything. How many people? Okay, so you going, you taking your date out to the slap fight on Friday night. How many slap fights are there? It's like a guy. They only do it like once or twice, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you got everybody have a concussion.
Well,
So
I mean,
what, you get a parade of what? 30 guys? Are there 30 people slapping? Is it 5 people slap? It's and after the third round of people slapping each other once each in the face, aren't you like, okay, I've seen it all?
I think so. And I mean, you're like the UFC, they really know how to milk that shit. Like they'll have like 5 fights, and that shit will last 3 or
they
4
gotta show
hours.
the-
You know, and they show highlights. and-
Highlights and build it up and hype it up and
so I'm sure they're doing the same thing with a slap fight, but in that,
backstory and sob stories.
but in the UFC, it's almost worth it. And a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
fun.
times when you go out and watch UFC, you're out at the bar, so you're drinking beer and eating food, and you're not even paying attention. to the
fight start.
Fight start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even care.
You don't notice. I don't think you're going to the bar to watch fucking slap fights.
It's a psyop. I'm telling you, it's not. I don't get it. I never got it. I'll never get it. I don't want to watch it.
It's terrible.
Call me crazy.
Oh, sorry, Dana White.
I don't get it at all.
Maybe people like it in a different country or something. It's only.
And you couldn't even explain to me how you would like it. It makes no sense. I've watched it. It's not entertaining
It's not.
to see who can take the best and give the best slap. Imagine the pitch in that meeting.
Yeah.
Can have guys, big dumb guys slap each other. Not punch, just slap. Open-handed slaps. And how do you win? Does the guy give?
You either get knocked out
You
or
get
the guy gives
knocked
up.
out, the guy gives up. What the hell's going on?
I mean just thinking about the brain, like sitting there taking those shots. I mean, how many of those can you do? How many to be the? It seems like anybody who was the champion of slap boxing would have had to take so many blows to the head that they'd be like, me champion of slap box. You'd be punch drunk.
And in football, they're all worried about the CTE. They're doing all this about the CTE. And in boxing and in UFC, you got the gloves are padded. This is just getting hit. And if you're a slap boxer, you're getting repeatedly hit. Not slap boxer, you're a slap. What do you call him? A slapper?
Slap bitch.
A slap
you're
bitch.
really somebody's slap bitch for half the time.
If you're a big fat slap bitch.
That's what you are.
You're just taking blows to the head repeatedly. I mean, there's no training involved, is there? Did you go to the gym every time some guy slaps the shit out of you?
A lot of it. A lot of these workouts. All day in the gym.
Stupidest shit I ever seen in my life. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think it's going nowhere.
I'll die on that hill. Just big. What would I call him?
Big fat slap head.
Big fat,
Slap
big
head.
fat
Bitches.
dumb bitches. Slap taking bitches. Do people come up on the street and try to slap you? Can I slap you, dude? Can I slap you?
You slap me, you big fat slap bitch.
Oh, you big fat slap bitch. And you go to the bar and everybody's trying to come up and slap you.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, worst deal ever. Slap bitches. I was watching the TV last night. There's a guy plowed through a house. Like, it happens a lot. People plowing through houses.
Yeah.
This one was a little different. It turns out that Grady Judd is having a press conference. He's like telling how it went down. He's like, there was a black male in a white car.
Yeah.
And I listened to the whole story, and I was like, man, there was no necessity to even say black guy. And I'm not that guy. I don't care. It's being descriptive. If you're looking for the guy, you got to say, hey, there's a black guy that just robbed the store. It just seemed like a weird thing. It's like, and the black guy, he's like, there's a black guy in a white car. And then a bunch of other guys come up, and then all of a sudden the shots are fired. And so they shot the guy in the car in the chest. And he was sped to get away. Then he died.
Yeah.
He died and ran right into somebody's house. But first he ran over a guy on an e-bike that was riding in front of that house.
Jesus.
Pinned that guy under him. They found the guy in the house under the car. And Grady Judd is in there talking about it. And he's like, so don't tell me that marijuana is a low-level, non-violent drug. And I'm like, he's going on and on about, if you think that you're out of your mind, if you think marijuana.
Never mind.
It's... He completely made the point of why marijuana should be legal, because none of the things involved in that have to do with marijuana. They have to do with marijuana being illegal. If all the people that are going to the dispensaries, they're not hurting nobody.
This doesn't happen. This type of situation doesn't happen at the dispensary when I go.
Never.
Nobody's getting shot and driving through the dispensary.
Ever, never.
In fact, it's probably the chillest place I go. I mean,
It's the
Walmart's
chillest place.
way more fucking...
I mean, that's the proof.
You've got a 10 times better chance of getting shot at Walmart than a dispensary.
I think so. The proof is you show that drug deal, what happened, and then the car crash, and the guy, everybody's dead, and then you show the dispensary and say, Well, now we see the problem. There's no problem here at all.
Yeah.
There's no problem here. There's a big problem here because criminal activity is involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he likes it because it lets him stop the people.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if they're black people.
I think so. He's got a little bit of Bubba in him, man.
A little bit of what?
Bubba in him. A lot of things he do very Bubba-ish, Especially that he did like some rap song with some black guys.
Yeah, he did.
And that was like, man, can you say I'm trying to pretend like I'm not racist any harder?
Yeah.
It's over the top, and he's trying to dance, and it's just like, please stop dance. Like, you can't dance.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I guarantee he was showing that to everybody.
Oh,
See,
for sure. Look
he's
at
all
me.
about-
I'm not racist.
No, it's just it's all about putting
And he
himself.
thinks he's cool.
putting himself
he
over.
thinks he's the coolest.
He's got
cat
a
in the
one-liner.
world.
He's got a pre-written one-liner, right, for every press conference.
Yeah.
He's always that he doesn't come up with it. He'll be setting it up for like 3 lines, right? And then he's got the zinger.
Yeah.
And that's his trademark. And I mean, I like he does a lot of child stings.
Yeah.
He does a lot, and I know it's a tough job too. That's a bad county. Polk County's got
It is
that's
bad.
a poor, bad county. I just wonder how he seems quite the narcissist.
A little, for sure. Absolutely.
I think the guy that was our farrier went to work as a deputy for him, and he quit after 2 years. He said he didn't like him.
I don't think he's. I don't know what to say about it.
I don't know.
I
don't
think
know.
he's too. I mean, he probably goes around town and just gets marked out to all day.
Grady! I guarantee it.
He gets that. I mean, you hear people big up talking about. They don't even know who he is, but you'd be like, "You see that cop in Florida saying this or that?" Famous people like the Joe Rogan show. They'll talk about Grady Judd, not even knowing who he is.
Yeah, I bet he make his clips get played probably sometimes.
Yeah.
With his zingers. Yeah, but
He knows how to work.
But he's completely wrong. He ate his own logic. Nobody. The dispensaries. There's no guns. There never has been no guns. Never heard of a dispensary shooting.
Yeah, I mean,
it's because it's legal.
As a sheriff, though, I mean, I get how you could maybe get into the mindset of these people are bad and we gotta lock them up, and like they get so deep into that they don't realize that what they're doing might not always be right.
Yeah,
I think you really get into that mindset of you. I think you have to treat these people as dirt. Force yourself to think of these people as dirtbags.
It's like being a soldier. Yeah, you got to convince yourself.
Convince yourself these people are dirtbags, so that you are okay doing what you're doing. Arresting them and beating them up and taking them into jail. And at the same time, it's a pain in the ass job dealing with all these fucking meth heads and fucking crazy people. So that's got to be hard. Like, we've been watching this show. It's something where it's like Fleeing and Eluding or some show like that.
Yeah.
And it's all just cars running from the cops.
Yeah.
And I mean, these people will go, just like some meth head drives off the road and then books it into the woods and they catch him. And in my head, I mean, I guess I get both sides. Like in my head, I'm like, big deal. The guy, drove for you from a mile and jumped in the woods and hid. And I mean, they're just so dramatic about it. They're like, we could have, you obviously don't care about anybody but yourself and all these people. And you put so many people's lives in danger. And you're like, it wasn't really. Like, he swerved around a couple cars and they're like, almost acting like he tried to kill these people. It's like, you're not even thinking about that.
Trying
You're
to
just
get
like
away.
trying to get away from the cops.
Trying to get away from the cops.
Because you don't want them to
man.
find you with this meth pipe.
Yeah, I got the meth.
They just I feel, but I mean, at the same time, you're running into the woods after a meth head that you don't know if it has a gun or not. So you're fucking terrified. I mean, there's just no effort to help any of these people or make any or solve any issues is my big problem with these shows and stuff. There's no, you see the cops and they're just arresting dirtbags, and the dirtbags are dirtbags to the cops, and it's just a feud that just continues, and there's no solution.
That's America. That's USA. That's USA. And that's the way it's going to be. Donna will be joining us in a few. Let her sleep in. She's been working her ass off, and she deserved to sleep in today. And we'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Check this luscious babe out. Oh, look at them. Oh, the hangers. Oh, look at the lips. Look at the lips. Oh my God, Madonna. I didn't know. I thought she deteriorated over the years. But look at it. I mean, she's so fucking high. And she's got so many collagen lip implants. Oh fuck. That her. Oh Jesus. Her mouth has become a vagina. If I was, if I knew how to flip like the screen, if I could flip this screen sideways, and oh Jesus God, can you imagine? Her? I mean, I would if she was gonna, if Madonna. I'm gonna watch her. Let's go to the end of it. Oh yeah, look at him. She's so stoned. Let's watch it again. Oh, look at them hangers, and then here it comes. No, I missed it. The fucking lip vagina. Oh man, look at them hangers. Come on, give me the lip vagina. Oh, comes getting it. Oh shit. Look at him. Come more sitting. I mean, if I could flip the screen, I mean, if there was something on top here, it would be. Oh Jesus God! I mean, I would paint consensually. I would paint like fake pubic hair here, and then so when I was blasting that, then I got eyes. I got pubic hair here. Stick with me, people. I got pubic hair here, and this madness. Oh, for the love of Jesus God, here. And then I got these hot stoned eyes just fucking looking up at me, all googly-eyed. And the pubic hair's here, and the eyes are here. What the fuck is going on? That's the finest vagina I've ever seen, Madonna. Oh, we gotta, hang on a second. Sometimes we gotta take a break from the thoughty. Oh, so I can put that on the screen so I can just, oh, where'd it go? I'm lost in this, here it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at them eyes looking at. Here, I can do it again. Look at them hangers. Here it comes. Oh, it's coming in for landing on the. Oh, those lips are really cool, Madonna. Oh, it's a vagina. Oh, sorry, I missed it again. Let's go backwards. Here it comes. Oh, yeah, put it on my. Oh, fuck. Why didn't it stop? Oh, I just happened to watch it again. What a tragedy. Yes. A moment of silence in honor of that mouth vagina. Jesus, Lord Almighty, mercy. Samuel Adams, Jesus, T. Christ. Oh, where does she live? She live in London, Spain. Where she live? I'm gonna go on a Madonna finding mission. Ask her for a date. Yeah, old-fashioned way. All right, I'm a little verklempt here. Okay, it's on me. I don't know if I showed any of that. I think I did. I'm sure I did. Let's do it again. Now, just an excuse for me to watch it more so you can see it more. Hangers! Here it comes in for a landing, coming in for a landing. Oh, shit. Open it up just to let it in. Oh, Jesus God. But, You think that's going to be good, right? That looks good. That's a good deal. That's a good deal, you know. I mean, never mind the hair. We concentrate on the hangers and the mouth. It's looking good, like it's coming in from. Wait a second. What is it? Turn out a vagina. Turn out a vagina. Her mouth. She's a witch. She's a witch. Back in the Salem days, she would have been a witch. For sure. And the elders would have called her each one by one into the room and said, they said that you have a mouth vagina that only a witch could have, and then she'd mouth vagina all of them. And they would universally agree that was the best fucking mouth vagina they ever had. And then they would drown her for being a witch after they got their dick. God damn. God damn. Damn this traffic jam. Oh, God, how I hate to be fucking late. Best mouth vagina they ever had. Hang on. Not quite ready. Getting the kid off to school. The best mouth vagina they ever had. They drowned her anyway. All right. You're a rich guy with a fancy yacht, and they better get out of your way. Did you snort lines and you're in a hurry? You killed a guy, then you started running, did some shit, guy, and then you got caught, but you know it don't matter anyway. Big money, money will help you get off, help you get off. Crashed your boat. Some guy croaked, you were wrong. Don't worry, cause your butt is blue. Hit and run, you were gone. Did you hit the bong, driving like a moron? Then you told him so long. Cause you're a rich guy, driving fancy cars. Pay a lawyer so you can get away. Better take off, cause the cops are coming. You will get off, cause you got big money. You're a bitch guy. Get your credit card and your lawyer will make it go away. Big money, money will help you get off. Were you high on cocaine? Kinda sleazy to hurt others and then run away. You got dough, so free you'll go. You said, sorry son, your poor daddy is gone, but I gotta get gone. Oh, you're a rich guy with a fancy yacht, and they better get out of your way. You snort lines, now you're in a hurry. You killed a guy, then you started running. Did some shit, guy, and then you got caught, but you know it don't matter anyway. Big money, money will help you get off. Big money, money will help you get off. Big money, money will help you get off. Help you get off. And you said better take off, cause the cops are coming. You killed a guy and you started running. You're a rich guy, a rich guy. Oh, you're a rich, rich guy, yeah. Big money, money will help you get off. Help you get off. Put on his wrestling boots and he boarded the plane. He's gonna be the fucking middleman in Bubba Brutus Hogan train. Not making any money. He's almost doing this for free. Ain't got no first class ticket. Just a big fat jabroni, and he's wrestling in Memphis. Will he be a baby or will he be a heel? Wrestling in Memphis. Does Bubba even know wrestling's not real? Saw the ghost of Elvis. He said, how do you do? He walked right up to fucking Hogan and made fun of his Fu Manchu.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Got the Sean Raz Karen of the Week coming up in a little bit once Donna gets back. Just going to show off her Mother's Day gifts. Don't say nothing about them, Trace.
All right.
Be surprised. I just got. I got to figure out what I want to. What I want to play. What I want to play with your mom not here. What I want to say for her. Do I want to play the guy here? This is not really a mom thing. This is this is a Texas A&M, and they have a thing called the 12th Man. And I believe it's just some
person, a random person.
It's like some like what you try out to be the 12th man, and you're like just a regular. Not a regular guy, but you're not a scholarship athlete or nothing.
Yeah.
But they have a competition. You're the 12th man, and you get to go out on like the kickoffs, like you could on the kickoff. You're the 12th man.
Yeah.
You're not really 12,
but yeah,
you're the 12th man. And it's this is, which I think is really cool tradition,
right?
I think that's bad. I think that's
nobody
totally
does
bad.
cool stuff like that.
It's to me, that's like the most badass thing you can do is stuff like that. It's like and here they said one time they put they sent an entire team of walk-ons out on the kickoff. See, I love stuff like this. So you're giving a bunch of guys a chance. They don't generally play.
Yeah,
and you're giving them a chance.
And Elijah Robinson sending out a all-walk-on kickoff team.
I mean, maybe, the female announcer doesn't do it justice, but just not a good voice here. It's an irritating voice.
In honor of the 12th man kick-on team that made its first appearance at Kyle Field against Cal to open up the 1983 season for head coach Jackie Sherrill, who was honored at halftime.
11 scrubs out there.
I don't know what I hope for, if they run it back or if they get it. I'll show you, scrubs.
The ball comes
Oh, man.
Oh, fumble.
a huge hit, and the ball comes out, and Texas A&M has it.
Well, the whole team is on the sideline.
Great. How badass a moment is that? If you're this guy that caused the fumble, you're this guy that picked up the fumble. That's a badass moment.
I mean, you should almost.
And they never use them again.
You should bring in a new, all walk-ons team every time, because after if you're like, oh, they're really good, we're gonna do this every time. After about the 10th time, I think they're back to. You're not like, oh, this is my one chance.
Yeah.
All these guys are like, this is my fucking chance, so they're going to play extra, extra hard.
Yep.
But you just get used to it so quick that you gotta start changing them out every 10 times.
Oh, it almost went bad here. He's free. He's almost free.
Yeah, I thought he was going all the way for a second.
Only 3 guys left. Guy makes a shoestring tackle.
A huge hit, and the ball comes out,
It's piercing.
and Texas A&M has it.
Well, the whole team is on
It's like a smoke alarm in my head.
the sideline.
So,
It was the kicking team. Not
yeah,
the
it was
other.
a kicking team. So that was pretty cool. So we'll do the Karen whenever after you're back taking the kid from school, whoever's leaving to take the kid from
The
school.
kid.
The kid.
Taking the kid to school.
She was out there after riding her dirt bike, and I was hitting a couple with the Big Bertha driver out there blasting some into the pasture. And she's like, let me try that one. And that thing's taller than she is.
Oh, way taller.
She tees it up. She smacks it about 20 yards straight down the middle. 8 years old. That's pretty good. She's a pretty good athlete.
Gosh, you were talking, I think, the other day about smart things, smartphones, and how they're not that fucking smart.
Mm-hmm.
I went to, of course, I was delivering yesterday, and there was one near the Checkers up there, I'd already eaten some food that day, but
It's like I'm already at 148th Street.
yeah, I
Might
mean,
as well go that extra half mile.
I've been pretty close a couple times this week to where I didn't go, and this was the last time I was like, I'm gonna do a small fry, and I mean, gosh, it's over $3 for a small fry, and it's so teeny tiny, just like a couple fries for $3, but and they're one of the only places that's got the automated smart person talking to you that takes your order.
Yeah.
And I mean, I go there every time and I order the same thing, and the smart operator has to ask for help from the employees because they can't get my order of a small fry, extra salt.
Oh,
extra
salt,
and you would think being a smart person or whatever it is,
it's AI.
the next time I come, it would have realized what I've wanted by this time.
Yeah.
But it's the 10th time I've ordered it. Small fry, add salt. And it's just like, we cannot compute. We must get some human. We need humans out.
They've never put salt into this
Jeez.
into this menu.
Salt into my brain. I don't have salt in my brain.
I don't know what salt is. It's not on the menu.
Making things better. We're making things better.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Everything's
are,
better.
man. And
This AI stuff. Oh, I got a real good AI clip.
all this AI bullshit and self-checkout has to be supported by real people because it's not smart enough.
Yeah, I had to just what everybody's just the bullshit. Like at the shop, you have Teleflora, FTD, that kind of those services that rip you off, and.
I don't think no matter what I brought up, she was going to go into this topic next.
It just made me think of
You're
it.
probably fresh hot from all the people bitching.
She is.
No, this is me bitching about Teleflora. They're like, we're doing an upgrade to our Teleflora system. The system we use that goes over the computer and everything. We're doing an upgrade to the system, and it's just a downgrade. So
It always is.
And I call them and I'm like, you think that's an upgrade? They don't care. And I call my rep. I'm like, that's not an upgrade. That's a downgrade.
They don't care.
Oh no, this is making this better. And this, I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's a downgrade. It's like, so that's things
don't
are
care.
supposed to be getting better, and
AI
they
is
just do what they want, and
yeah.
it's like, no, that's worse.
I don't know why the guard check thing pisses me off so much that they're automated now.
Yeah.
You still get a person. At least you get a person, and it's not like a fake person. It's a real person at a call center. But like
In India.
wouldn't you be if you lived in one of these gated neighborhoods? First off, there's a guy that actually makes a decent living working in this, that stays here overnight and works here in the day. That actually, and you're getting rid of his job and giving it to some dude in India in a call center. But they can't do anything. I'd be pissed if I lived in that neighborhood and I'm paying for a service that now is being automated to some person. Because I've went up to a couple of them and I hit the call box and they're like, ask me a couple questions and they're like, oh, well, we can't let you in.
Yeah.
And somebody comes next to me and opens the gate and I'm just like, well, somebody else opened the gate. And they're like, well, you still can't go in. You got to wait. And I'm just like, bye. Like, what are you going to do? Like,
So you can't let me in, but this guy can. So, yeah. See
like,
ya.
no, don't go in. I'm like, I just roll away.
Now they got the gates where it only allows one vehicle at a time.
Now, if you're close enough, it lets you in. I wouldn't recommend you doing it.
Nah,
but
because that thing comes down. It comes
if you
down
get close
fast.
enough, I've never had a problem.
I did.
Does it
Yeah, I know.
does it recognize that there's still a car there and stay out
Yeah.
if you're close enough to
If you're,
him?
you got to
You're
be
right
real
on
close.
Right on their ass.
Right on their ass. Like
right
a
on
couple.
their ass.
But he wouldn't recommend you do it.
No, I'm not doing. I don't do nothing with gates. I'm 0 for 2 on gates.
NHRA says extra salt on fast food fries. Are you a serial killer, Trace?
The Checkers ones, they don't. A
Checkers.
lot of times they don't put much salt on them.
Yeah.
You got to get that some extra
Yeah, you
salt.
gotta get that extra salt.
Usually they come salty enough, but in the chance that they don't, I gotta have a little extra salt on them. It's terrible when there's not enough salt.
What
on
are they?
them.
Are they just seasoned? What is the difference? There's something on them.
They've
they're
got
not,
like
they've
a
got crust
like a
on them. or
they've
something.
got a crust.
Like
I think you nailed it.
They deep fried French fries with
I
flour.
know. Do they dredge them in flour
Oh, there's
beforehand?
something.
I don't know how they absorb so much grease that like when you bite one, like it's just grease just squirts all over your face, and it's hot and you're miserable, but you're like, this is still delicious.
I can
I'm
almost
in a
taste.
lot
I
of
can
pain.
almost taste it. One day we need to have a little road trip, babe. Me and you, and just get some Checkers fries and a Coke as a treat for ourselves.
Yeah.
God, it's like the
Yeah.
best thing ever.
It's the
It really
best.
is one of my favorite things ever.
That's a road trip to him.
Yeah, that is a road trip. Well, that's fucking 26 minutes away. That's the farthest they've been in years.
Oh God.
Now that my mom passed, I'm never leaving the county.
Really?
Molly-
No more.
No more cafe con leche.
What's the place called?
Plato? No.
Plato Latino.
Plato Latino. We should go there.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
Lauren, all the time we go to places and she's like, "Oh, your parents would really like this place. We should invite them out." I'm like, I don't think you. I've tried to explain this to you multiple times before, but this is 36 minutes away from my parents' house. Like
That is a lie. I will drive 36 minutes. I would like you to invite us out. That would be nice.
I will go. I'll go.
yeah.
I mean, not like going, hey, we're leaving in 5 minutes. Can you guys get it? Go.
But like we'll go to like some crappy place that has like decent chicken wings.
I
Be
would
like,
like
"Oh, your
some.
parents like," and I'm like, they're gonna be so disappointed if they drive all the way up here to this shitty place
Oh,
for some all right wings.
We're up up for that at least once a year, buddy.
That's what we should do when Jerry comes sometime. Instead of him coming all the way here, we should drive to Oh Shucks and have wings
Yeah.
and do the show.
Yeah.
We should do that.
What is it like?
I have a couple places written down for us to go to try. There's a couple places in like Temple Terrace
Yeah.
that we could do. There's one place it's called it's Egyptian ice cream or something.
Yeah.
And it's like stretchy ice cream.
Okay.
it's-
Interesting.
Yeah. And
But
it's
yeah.
and it's near another place on Fowler that is supposed to have really good food.
How'd you know
too.
I've been craving rubber ice cream?
So you need the can of internet. You need the Cano internet for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
I think what
It's
are you doing?
It's also a lot of pressure when you invite somebody 45 minutes to a restaurant. Like that place Shamrocks.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
there 3 or 4 times, and 3 times out of the 4, I got some really good wings. And then one time, they were like, eh.
Not so
They
much.
were, for some reason, that's time they were a little bit bigger and not as crispy. And I was like, that'd be the one time I
Yeah.
invite somebody out here. They're
That's
gonna-
why I don't invite people places like that I recommend places.
Yeah.
It always works out bad. Always.
Yeah. I'll recommend it to somebody. I don't care if you go there by yourself and have a shitty time.
As long as you don't have
As
to.
long as you're not with me and I ain't got to see you having
And
the
then when
shitty
you
time.
ask, how'd you like it? Wasn't that great? And you're like, I knew they wouldn't like it. But it could have been that time that you
Yeah.
got bad food.
We went to that place over on Van Dyke, I think with Jason, and it was really good. And so then when I went out with my other friend Mark, me and Donna went out with him and his wife, and we go, oh, this place is right down the road from you. It was really good. And we got up there, we pull in the parking lot. It's got a different name on it. And we're already there. We go in. It was fairly mediocre, and you're like, oh. That's why I don't recommend places. Always
Yeah.
get burned. Somebody
I
gotta
mean, just-
leave. Somebody gotta leave.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go take
Guess,
that.
should I save the AI? It's a really good AI deal. I'm gonna save it.
Have you seen
Save it
any
for
of
Donna.
the baby AIs?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
that's what we're
about-
doing. That's what we're doing with AI.
She's
This
watching
baby-
those
No,
nonstop.
I just saw one with it was like Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny, but
Oh my god.
I only watched one.
I did watch one. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I don't think I watched the full thing because like halfway through it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get in the baby AI algorithm. I was like, swipe before I get in baby AI algorithm.
I mean, it wasn't funny. Like they didn't say anything funny.
It was just funny
It was
to
just
see.
funny watching. I'm
Looked weird.
I'm just looking at the face and the lips and watching it. I'm like, man, how they.
I saw
they
that
do
clip
that
and I
so well.
refused to watch it.
I pretty much, I kind of did the
I
same
did.
thing after
I
like
get
10
it, yeah.
seconds. But it,
But that's, it's like, so they can just do that with anybody. But anything I watch now, I'm like, is that real? Is that really Ben Affleck talking? I don't know.
I don't know everything.
Yeah. So
There's
they
a,
can-
a clip of Bill Belichick talking about his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it was AI, and it looked,
yeah.
His mouth was moving with the words, but he was saying all kind of horrible things about her. It was obviously fake. It was obviously AI. So I have seen, they can do. Some of them seem good. Some of them don't seem that good. But it's like, but what are we doing with it?
Yeah. Why we gotta
the
do
only,
that?
the only thing I've seen on AI is on social media is people making funny videos and shit. So what's the real deal with AI?
And they're not funny. They don't say
They're not
anything
funny. It's just
They just
more
look
dumbing
funny.
the populace down.
All right,
That's what
see you in a
gets
few.
me.
It's like, it's just too dumb. Like, I'm like, we're using AI and this technology to make funny people into babies and just have a conversation as babies. A conversation you've already seen, but now you're going to watch it again because it's
babies.
baby AI.
I don't even understand. I don't understand the world. And AI, what is the intelligence in it? It's just an amalgamation of all the information in the world. It's not any more intelligent. It has no thought process. It's just regurgitating everything. It can. I guess it's really good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll play the clip when Donna gets back. This guy's gonna give the truth about AI. So I'll put the AI on the back burner for a second. Here, this is a good one. This guy sailing around the world. This guy allegedly. Let me think.
Nope. I'm saying no.
You saying fake?
Fake already. That doesn't look like a guy. Is he just starting?
No, he's in the middle of it.
No, I mean, I've heard of people that have sailed. My principal in my old school used to be big into sailing, and he's like, after just like a week out there, your fucking face is like peeling and shit because of all the salt and the sun. I mean, this guy looks like he just walked out of a bar. I mean, he doesn't look like he's been on the ocean.
So what is it? Is he just out in like the middle? I mean, he's
Let's see. I mean,
I've
I could
seen
be
the
wrong.
waves. I've seen the waves. Like, man, these waves are something awesome, and it looked like the middle of the ocean, and the waves are big as f.
Maybe you're right.
I don't
Maybe
know.
he is. It's just I've heard you get real. It's a tough thing to do.
You, I get burned at least once a week, buddy. You know that.
This is day 8.
Day 8,
Sailing
all
with my
right, it
cat
might
from
be.
Oregon to Hawaii. Today marks the first day since I've changed clothes. I saw dolphins, which is amazing. And also, for those of you that are new here, because I think I got a lot of new followers, I'm the guy who quit his job, liquidated his 401k, sold everything except for my cat to buy a boat and sail around the world.
What kind of job you have? You're pretty young, buddy. You got,
Right?
how much is in your fucking
He's
401k?
he's doing pretty good.
And I want to use my platform to talk to you guys about my political opinions. Yeah, also, if you ever meet me in person, just be very aware that I am socially awkward, and I will bring weird energy, and I will be uncomfortable. I'm also painfully nice. So, yeah, here's the dolphins. Dolphin, right there. Oh! Oh my God! Oh!
It looks like some deep blue water there.
That's some nice, clear,
That's
deep
some
blue
deep
water.
blue
He's out
water.
far.
That's pretty badass to see.
I
that
believe
shit.
him. I believe him. I thought maybe it was a little rougher voyage. Maybe he was out, or I've been out. He's only 8 days in.
How long does it take if you're like sailing to Hawaii from like California?
God, I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
I don't know. I don't know anything
It
about
takes-
sailing.
It takes a long ass time to get there by plane.
Yeah.
Look at him. Here he comes.
Oh, wait, I think I spotted some litter. What's that? What's that? What? Do you
It looks like a bird feather. That's a bird feather all
He
day.
threw a plastic cup in there.
Here he comes. Oh, yeah. That is so cool. The winds have calmed down. I've repaired my sails. I'm thoroughly enjoying life. The water
Repaired my sails.
I
That would suck if your sails got torn. I'd be like, fuck, what do we do now?
I mean, but it's a pretty big boat. He's got a big supply, but he's planning on being out at the ocean for a long time. So he's got, I'm thinking on a big boat like that, if you need 30 days of water, you're packing 200 days of water,
As much, at least a lot extra.
Yeah.
Is blue. That is blue water.
Also, to answer the question I get asked the most, I'm using Starlink.
I was wondering that too. I was like, how is this guy with this crystal clear? He's in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Crystal clear.
Starlink. I'm telling you, we got to get some Starlink.
Starlink.
That's how. Thank you for watching.
Starlink. You can get out in the middle of the ocean. Spectrum can't do it a few miles away from their base. Yeah.
But that, people think I'm crazy, but like that looks like a good time to me. I don't know. I wouldn't.
That'd be pretty boring, wouldn't it?
It gets pretty, but you got, I could fish all day, and then you got Starlink, so you go down in your cabin and you fucking watch TV and chill. And then you get up, do some. I think it wouldn't be too boring, especially being on a boat. It's just not a being on a. I
just relax. You just want to chill naturally.
I say being like next to the beach. Like when me and Lauren just went down, we went like last weekend down to Weeki Wachee and went and tanned out at what's the Rogers Park.
Yeah.
We just tanned out there for a little bit, went swimming for a little bit, and then went down to a bar that was on the water and listened to music, some live music, and it was.
Well, I could do that every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's like just being down by the water is like a drug almost. Like
but being on the water is different in my opinion.
Then what?
Being at the water. For me, being in the beach house is a dream.
Yeah.
Being out on this boat is not so hot for me.
Oh, yeah, I like both.
I can't get off the boat, man.
Oh, man, like my Facebook is nothing but like big $20,000 yachts that you can live on. Like
$20,000?
They've got for $20,000. They got a lot of big boats with like a nice kitchen.
Old boats?
Like 1999, 2000 area. You can get a
30-year-old boat, man.
30-year-old yacht that's got.
Yeah, but your family doesn't want to live on a boat.
I know. I'm so upset about that.
You'll never live on a boat till you're like 60.
I'm not even saying to live on. I'd be fine living on a boat like that. But like I could go chill on a boat like that. It'd be fun to go out for a couple days on the boat and anchor up at night and be sitting in your boat in your bedroom watching TV in your nice bed. After you cook dinner on your stove and
yeah, but like this guy, I would like to know, like if you fish off that boat and you're in the middle of the ocean, it's like what the hell are you catching? I mean, it could be anything, right? I mean, and would you catch because they don't have any idea that they're not savvy at all. They're in the middle of the ocean. They're not getting fished.
Yeah.
So they might jump on your bait. It might be or you might get nothing.
You might get nothing. I'm having a bait out the whole time.
Yeah. You probably imagine there'd be a few times you pull out and go, oh, I'm just cutting this line.
I think in a big boat like that, it don't matter if you pull up a 10-foot shark. You're not really afraid. I've been on the 14-foot Carolina skiff where I've caught. It was like I was fishing right where it dropped off into real deep.
Yeah.
And, it was only a 6-foot shark, but it felt so big. And I got a big pole and it's just running line out. So much so that it kind of pulled me from the edge where I was fishing into the deep water. And now it's like 30, 40 foot deep. And it looks it's getting a little later and it just looks so dark. And you just got you're just like, this could be a fucking 12 foot. This shark could be as big as my fucking boat. And that was I got a little bit. That was the most scared I've ever been
What'd you
reeling in
do?
a fish.
Did you reel it in?
I reeled it in, and it ended
okay.
up being like a
2-foot shark.
6 foot,
Yeah.
like spinner shark.
What'd you do? Cut the line?
No, I got it out.
Got it out?
Yeah, I wasn't too scared. It was like the unknownness of bringing it up. Once I saw it, I was like, all right, I got a 6 foot shark, whatever.
It's a great white.
I can deal
great
with that.
white.
Yeah,
bigger than your boat.
Fucking great white.
Because there are
16 foot long.
There are great whites in the Gulf.
There are.
There are. It's not that frequent, I think, but I've seen many videos of great whites in the Gulf.
They got some big hammerheads out there too, man. You see those all the time.
12, 13 footers,
Yeah.
big ass hammerheads, and they don't usually attack people. But
No, I don't think they've ever attacked anybody. No hammerhead has ever killed a person in the history of the world.
You might be right. They generally eat like crabs on the bottom.
No,
they
I think their main food stingray. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, 'cause stingrays. You're right.
Stingrays,
but it's on the bottom. They like bottom feeder.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they'll eat a tarpon if you pull it up to your boat.
Yeah, a lot of when it's tarpon season, especially down there on where's that Boca Grande.
Yeah.
And there's tons of boats out there, and they're all fishing for tarpon, and they got big hammerheads that just take. You got to get your fish in faster. The big hammerhead will take it. Remember the other last week or the week before, I was talking about Katy Perry, and I was saying, she's like 40 now. It's like you might want to change your act a little because you're 40 and you can't pull off the teen bop sex symbol deal. And David Lee Roth is getting up there. And I think he needs to change his act a little. I mean, I appreciate he's got 4 African-American backup singers. That's
pretty
cool.
year-old, too.
That's cool. I don't know about the leather.
Yeah.
I don't know about the leather. See, also, I don't think people want to see a 60-something-year-old man, the outline of his penis in leather pants. I don't think they do. Maybe they do.
I'm thinking they do. I'm thinking the people that want to go see this are for sure wanting everything you just said. They're still listening to this old music.
Yeah, okay.
They're living back in the days. They're living in the old times.
They're loving this. He's struggling.
I didn't even hear it. Oh, that sounded raspy.
That was bad. How I gotta see. I'm gonna have to Google how old he is. These guys are.
They do seem to. I don't know.
See, but you think, are these guys going? Oh my God, this is. I mean, it's not that bad. It's like the first part of it, he sounded okay. I imagine like fucking I'm up on stage with David Lee Roth and I'm getting paid and I got a crowd screaming. This is the fucking greatest shit ever. So this might be just totally genuine. They're like, thank you for hiring me, Dave. This is fucking awesome. Oh yeah, does he still have it?
Is he gay?
Nah, I don't know. Possibly. See, when they came out, Van Halen with Eddie Van Halen, they were super, hard rock, and they were just like, and he had the hair, down to his waist, and he was jumping on, off the stage. He was really like a gymnast, he could do his legs straight out, and he'd get out there. He did sword stuff. He was into martial arts. And then you hear him talk and everything. We've heard of him before. He's a goofball. He's just a goofball. And he's just like he's always laughing at his own jokes. And he's a total goofball.
I mean, these guys, though, these rock stars, some of them seems like maybe being on the road and having to perform keeps you young, maybe. I mean,
Mick Jagger. Have you seen him dance at 82? It's like, man, not most 82-year-olds can do that.
I think because you keep touring and you got to be on stage dancing, it keeps you in shape.
Move it or lose it. I think it's so true. Is he pulling? I think he's kind of, for the demo, demo, for the people like you said at that concert. I think he's pulling it off. He is so good, coked up. It's not even funny. But his signature was he could do the banshee yell. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, I don't know.
But it's like
the banshee yell.
Yeah, and I don't think you can do that when you're as old as David Lee Roth. I think the banshee yell goes away. Let's see how old David Lee Roth is. 70 years old.
Man,
that's pretty good for 70.
Yeah, he was doing good for 70.
See, so this is when he was in his hairband days. Everybody thought he was a Baddick. Oh man, now look at from then. Oof.
I don't know. Even then, looked kind of creepy. It was got some wonky eyes or something.
Van Halen broke up, and they asked Eddie Van Halen why they broke up, and he said David Lee Roth, it was the LSD, and there's like the drugs. I said no, lead singer's disease. He's a real egomaniac.
I could see that, just from that little clip you just played of him at 70 on stage.
Yeah.
Felt like he was pretty full of himself. Look at my penis. He might have been a fake penis in there. He might have been stuffing.
Here's see. Every David Lee Roth scream.
Is that it? Is that the scream you're talking about?
Usually it's longer. I
think I may have heard it.
How the voice changes, I can't even describe how.
Yeah.
But most people can't do that. That.
Yeah.
That. Try to do that. You can't.
No, I can't. I'm not even gonna attempt it.
How do you do that? How do you do that? I think you're just born with a voice that's different than other people.
Yeah. Got lucky. Because, you can't just be born with a voice like that and be like, I want to be a rock star. You're going to be born with a voice like that and decide to be a rock star.
And hook up with the right guys. Yeah. You don't hook up with Eddie Van Halen, you never hear of David Lee Roth, maybe. There's so many people that, if you don't have the right...
It's got to be the perfect mixture,
at the perfect time.
Even if you have, a perfect voice, you have to be like, all right, well, what am I'm going to start especially nowadays. I think that was cooler back in the day to start a band. Now you're like, what am I going to, so I got to, get on Craigslist and start looking for a band that needs a singer, some shitty band, and then go try out, and then fucking maybe sing with them for 5 years till somebody notices that I got a decent voice.
Or never. Just do local deal. I wonder how many people are even doing that now.
Not many.
I bet there's not the local music scene. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be one anymore.
That Swipe Right me and Lauren saw when they're pretty good. This band we saw at the Drunken Mullet or Drunken Monkey or what's
Where's that?
Oh, what? The Drunken Mullet, I think it was. That was right by, that's in Wiki Watchie.
The Drunken Mullet.
Yeah.
Wiki Watchie.
Food's pretty damn good.
They had a good band at the Drunken Mullet.
These guys were fucking coked out of their mind, but they were like a pretty heavy rock band. And it was pretty good, and they were running around like all their microphones and shit were wireless.
Yeah.
And the guys got you know, some ropes attached to his microphone. He's throwing his mic all around, and the guy's running around playing the bass to everybody. And he wasn't. He was a pretty. I thought he was a pretty decent singer.
I mean, this is like.
I can't remember the name of the band. I wish I could.
They got a decent little stage there. That's a
Yeah.
decent little stage.
But they have live music, I think, every night.
That's I mean, that's my kind of place. This is the only kind of places I like to, you know. If I'm gonna go out for the evening at a bar, I like to hang out at like that kind of place. It's like, let's see who's got the. See, this is the most bands you see. It's usually guys in their 50s and 60s and 70s, and they're playing. Boy, I tell you, it's the set list. Most of these bands do not know how to create a set list. You people are looking to have a good time. They want to, they want mostly familiar, almost all familiar songs, and they want, some good songs, not the same old shit, and not the Eric Claptons and the dreary and the jazz. I don't get the jazz.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on jazz. What's blues and jazz?
Yeah, no.
I don't get it. I don't
I
understand.
mean, the band we were watching at the Drunken Mullet was they played like some more kind of like some punk rock songs at one point. They were older dudes like usual, but they were playing like some punk rock songs, and it was pretty good. And then everybody was cheering and clapping, and then they kind of switched up to more older, like AC/DC and
AC/DC's pretty
Dirty D's, which was, people were liking it, but the people were popping on the a little bit younger music.
Yeah.
And then they kind of went kept going a little older, and I think we left after their first set was like 2 hours, and after that we left because we were like, all right, we're about over it. But
go ahead.
It was still pretty good. And that song, Dirty Deeds, Done for Cheap.
Dirt cheap.
Done dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap.
Like, I'd never even this is how bad I am with the lyrics of songs.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it said, done dirty. Like, I thought it said nonsense. Like, I never even tried to comprehend what it was saying. And I just sang that song saying fucking nonsense for 20 years.
That sounds about right.
Never even considered I didn't know the lyrics.
Bed ties, contracts, high voltage.
But the guy was like I don't even know how to describe the lead singer. He just didn't really look like he'd be the lead singer of a band like that, but he was pretty good.
They got a lot of pictures of food, not a lot of pictures of the bar.
They got some good food, man.
What's that? Look at that.
Where's
That
it at?
looks pretty tasty and greasy. There's mushrooms and cheese. What's going on there? Here's the wings. How about that?
Those were
Those
pretty
are good?
good. The wings were pretty good.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna look. Oh, look at that pizza. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't look too bad, babe. That looks pretty.
Where's
good.
it at?
By WikiWatch. It was when we've been there Wednesday because Wednesdays our days off.
Yeah.
So usually when we go, and they got Dollar Wing Day on Wednesday.
What's it called?
The Drunken Mullet.
That's big portions too. Good portions.
And you can get however many wings you want. We usually get 5 each. $10.
Is it on the water?
It's on like a canal.
Yeah, Hernando Beach or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good pub food. That
All
looks like a
right.
good
When
pub
are we
food.
going? Are we going after the show?
Oh, season.
The wings were real good and cheap, but I saw some lady ordered the cocktail shrimp, and I mean, it came out in a nice fancy glass with the cocktail sauce in the middle and some big old shrimps, and it was only 6, but they were like really big and juicy, jumbo looking. I was like, look at those shrimp, those look tasty, but it was $15 for like 6 jumbo.
Is it though? I feel like those jumbo giant shrimps would be a little too weird on the texture.
I don't know. Whatever. We ended up getting a half pound of their just steamed shrimp, and Lauren ate a couple, and I ate a couple, and we were just mowing them down. And I look at her once, and I'm like, "Are these fucking shrimp like way deliciouser than usual?" And she looked at me. She was like, "Yeah, they are," and those were pretty damn good.
Can you say way more delicious?
Way more delicious?
Way deliciouser.
I like way deliciouser, way better.
That's way delicious, sir. Sounds. Here's
I'm hungry. So
I know. I'm hungry too.
I made a
that food
seafood
is killing me.
for Mother's Day too for my mom, and ended up, I cooked my own seafood Mother's Day dinner, but I didn't want to.
I didn't
out.
understand it. I was like, so you want to go to the store and buy all this seafood and then prepare like 6 entrees plus side dishes.
That doesn't sound like work to me. Like, that's fun for me. I like doing that stuff. I mean, don't expect me not to be eating the entire time I'm making this stuff for everybody else. If I'm cooking for a bunch of people, typically by the time I'm cooking for everybody, I'm full.
You're full. Sounds about right.
It was a little
much
difficult, because I made a lot of seafood. So it's like, there's stuff that has to get done in like, only a few minutes.
Yeah.
So it was a little harder to. I made ahi tuna. I made
lobster,
crab legs, lobster, shrimp, and scallops.
Yeah, I was here. Kid pulled up yesterday, and I see I'm like, there's a container in there, and I open it. It's just scallops and shrimps and crab. I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't help it, man. I was like, this is.
Did he ask you?
Is that why you got your gout medicine?
This is gout central right here, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat a little bit of each one. I grabbed a couple shrimps. It's like half a claw of crab, and 1 scallop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to cook all that and get it all done at the right time.
Here's that AI clip. And then we'll take a break after this. This is the AI. This guy, I can't remember who he is, but he's supposed to be very knowledgeable in the computer field.
I think other than most computer science, the highest level of computer science, almost all of the rest of coding is fucking useless. You and I can go to ChatGPT and be like, I want to build an app that does this, this, and this, and give me the code, and it spits out the code. And then I've literally said, hey, by the way, I haven't coded since basic. What do I do with this? And it's like, oh, no problem. Go here, download this, open this Python thing, and then shove it in here, and then do this. And it just talks you through it. And now it'll be agentic. An agent's going to do all that for you. You just don't need to fucking do it anymore. Would you send your kid to law school right now?
No, definitely not.
We have fewer lawyers at our firm now than we did a year ago. It's just fucking great. I can tell it, hey, you know what? Great job. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Hey, you know what? I forgot to tell you. We have all the leverage. Oh, in this case, actually do this. Hey, add this. Hey, write out the Exhibit A schedule of services, which usually takes a couple hours. It's just so fucking good. Would you teach your kid accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable, bookkeeping right now? Would you have your kids write marketing copy? Would you train them to write any news other than writing for the very top newspapers?
No, probably not.
Dude, go down the list of fucking skills, man.
So what's left?
Here's my grand theory. We are super fucked.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I
Super
don't.
fucked.
If we could get this AI to do almost everything, except for a few jobs, which I've seen even roofing is being. They got roofing computers now, or bots that you attach to the roof and it fucking goes and roofs the whole fucking house by itself. I mean, I think if we didn't live in, I feel like these giant corporations are just gonna suck all the money out of everything. I feel like we could be a good society and AI starts doing everything, and now there's a universal income, and you go out and you play, you join a fucking soccer team, and there's fishing clubs, and everybody can afford a boat, and everybody can go to the beach all the time. Like, I feel like that could be, we could do that. I just feel like it's impossible given human beings. Like, it can't, there's no way that it's going to work out that good for some reason.
Not for human being. No.
Like, but why couldn't that be a thing?
I don't know how people, other than a universal, like you said, dictatorship basically is what it would become, because they would give you money, and then they, like, we're giving you money, so we're going to tell you what to do. Even though we're the ones that ruined the United States or the world. But I don't know. How are people going to get money?
I mean,
how are they going to get money, Trace?
How are they going to buy
money?
the stuff
What?
that they're selling?
How does it work?
I don't get exactly how that works.
It would have to be them giving you money, and it's not tax dollars, so they can't. I don't know. They can tell you more of what to do.
Your utopian version, where nobody has to work.
I'm just saying. I'm not for that. I'm just saying that.
It might be possible because of all the money that there is. In
Yeah.
But I think people would be happy if we could just go back about 30, 40, 50 years to where you could work and own a house and have children and own a car and take a vacation and did not have medical debt.
Yeah.
And that's about, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. And we had that. We had it.
We had that.
And that was a long time ago, and now we don't have that.
We went, no, we want to be worse.
Now there's 17 cities in Florida where a starter home is $1 million.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's preposterous. So, yeah.
I
We done fucked it up.
Driving that car, that rental car. It fucking knows the speed limit everywhere you're going, and it like puts the speed limit up. How does it know what the speed? I guess it's like a Google thing. They know the speed limit on every road.
That's pretty basic stuff. They've been able to do that for like 50 years now.
Well, it puts it up, speed, like a sign, like a speed limit sign up, and then. It knows, of course, if you cross over the line or anything.
Yeah, beeping at me the whole time I'm driving.
And it's like, that kind of car, what that's just getting people used to. That's getting people used to. Pretty soon, it won't let you go over the speed limit. And then it'll be like, everybody's driving the same. Every car has to go the exact same. It's going to be like a robot car. And that's when they're just slowly getting people used to that kind of bullshit.
Trace was talking about that car.
You can't even drive over the speed limit.
And I was like, it's about control. That's all those bells and whistles and all that shit it's telling you to do.
Yeah.
It's all about control.
All about control.
It's all about
I don't like that.
control.
So I don't think I'd want a new car if it does all that bullshit.
Oh man, is there any? Where's the food at?
I know. It's like, man. Jack was talking about Checkers, about pub food. All right.
NHRA says you can turn that off. Can you really? They allow you to disable all that bullshit?
I think some of it you might be able to.
Does anybody know the my mom keeps getting, and I know my mom keeps getting all this stupid shit in the mail, And I had read before that it was, they send all this stuff to just random people, free stuff from Amazon. It doesn't really even come from Amazon, I don't think. It's like has a mailing label underneath it where it went to some person like in California, and then that person pretends to be returning it. And they return it to a fake company that is really like my mom's address.
Yeah.
But it says a company and her address. And it's from the person that it originally went to. And it's supposed to be like returning it. Like they're returning it. And I read something that said something like, they buy these things so that they can be a verified purchaser so they can write reviews, and I'm like, is that really worth it?
I mean, when you accidentally become the dump house for Amazon, you just accept it. You don't ask questions.
Yeah, but
it's not good stuff.
But it's crappy.
It's random crap.
It's like she got a bunch of like sports bra, like 10 sports bras. One time she got a bunch of little hood things, and now this time she's got this.
What is this?
Here, Trace, hold that up.
What is this?
Let me put Trace's camera on. Did his camera go on?
I don't think so.
Can you put that on, Trace?
Yeah, what is
It's a beautiful dress.
I don't know how to get rid of this.
Or
screen
whatever.
bag.
I think I got it. Oh.
Okay.
I don't either, but I got him on there. I can't get your head in
Can't
there.
figure it out.
Wait.
You were right. Keep going. The head is, you need to undo
Freaking
that.
out.
Undo the top button so you can get your head in there.
Freaking out.
God bless it. Why is it not working?
What's not working?
The screen share.
I got the I have the screen share on.
Okay.
Stop.
All
I had
right.
it on
I'm
Trace.
confused. Okay.
What is going?
Come here.
She got it backwards?
Come here.
No.
No, come here.
Mine is it a one-armed outfit?
I don't know.
Or she got the wrong arm on the wrong side?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Hang on. Quit.
It's for a man with two arms on his right side.
Stretching it.
I'm not stretching them. Thick.
Get it. There. Now, the arm. Come here and let me help you get the arm in. That's not the arm.
Oh, what is going on here?
So we got that for free. We got that for free. It's a little tight on it, a little snug
Come
on you.
let me see what that is.
What is that thing?
It's for aliens. Aliens are sending
It's for a flipper. It's for your flippers. Your flippers. It's got flipper holes.
Oh, that's a pocket, and he's so fat.
You got it on backwards?
It's coming out. Oh, it's a pocket. I'm not
It's a cup for your man boob.
It's a built-in cup for your
This is a wake-up call is what this is, Trace. This is a wake-up call. This is an intervention.
He's like, I feel so buff. I'm about to break out of this.
What is this though?
I know. Is that it's like, who would even order such a thing? It's like a Amish dress or something.
It's a smock? What is it? What is it?
It's like a dress that buttons up. Or
Is that for Pope Leo?
One day when something good's gonna show up, right?
I know.
Yeah, why do they keep buying us crap? Oh, you're gonna bust it out like the Incredible Hulk.
I thought I
Wow.
bust out of it. Hold on, let me button.
He'll bust out when he buttons it.
I'm not too fat. This isn't my size. Stop making fun of me.
Spike says he looks like he escaped from a mental institute.
Oh, or a fat farm.
Fuck's a fat farm?
That's where they used to send fat people to lose weight. Oh my goodness.
Oh God. Killer JP says it's a gut enhancer.
Gosh, this thing is a pain in the ass.
That's right, Ned's name.
Oh, he popped it. He popped the button. Oh, he popped another. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
Aim this way when you do it, so we can see him popping.
See if we can get another button going.
Can you? I mean, what an ugly smock thing. It's like, and they send her like she gets bags, you know. Last time she got a bag, she's like, this would be a good bag, but it came with 2 wheels and it's supposed to have 4 that you could put stuff in, but it's like just junk like that. A couple carrying bags, you know, that you like duffel bags. They're not great duffel bags, kind of cheapy duffel bags. But why? Why are they?
Come on, you can do it, buddy. Get that last button.
Stuff?
Get that button.
This one's going.
Suck it in. Suck it in. Suck it in. You got it.
Your button is for it. I'm a bad buttoner.
Yeah, I'm a bad buttoner too.
This is tight.
That's tight.
She can't do it either.
So close. I got it. Go over there. Face the camera though.
There we go. Oh, it is like a dress. I'm looking pretty hot.
Let's see. That should be your.
I like this part. Kind of covers up.
Yeah, it's like a girdle. Maybe you can market that.
It puffs out a little bit so that you covers up. He's gonna give himself a heart attack.
Cut him out with the jaws of life.
I think Ned's Navy said your weight earlier, and now he was like, I'm changing to 184. That's a beautiful dress, though. We were laughing about it with Berlin. We were like, we should all. Can you imagine if I wore that out to a restaurant and you guys wore something funny, something weird like that? What would people think? I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, you can't. You ain't gonna do that.
I'm like Lauren in that respect. I'd be a little too embarrassed.
Yeah.
I do need to. Oh man, I forget what I was gonna say.
cutting off the supply of blood to your brain.
I think it is. Oh, it hurts.
Does it hurt?
Where I was trying to bust out, pulling my shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's beautiful, though.
The only thing I'm not too strong for is dresses.
Unless you wear them on a
regular
basis.
I wasn't supposed to wear women's clothes. I was gonna. There's people that are making a stand after the whole Diddy thing or something, because they're saying there's something with men dressing up as women. It's like a. I don't know, some weird Cat Williams
hell?
dressing up as women thing, and you're not supposed to do it because it's like a sign that you've been got by
By
the
the
ditties of the
ditties.
world or something.
I haven't watched. Is it going on?
I think it was the
watched
first.
any of
I have
it.
some. We can talk about that after the Karen.
Oh, okay.
We'll do the Karen coming up, and then we'll do the.
jeez.
He just popped all his buttons.
That's Navy says like a knee brace for your whole body. Jeez, Trace.
All right, we're gonna take a break, and we'll come back. We'll do the Karen, and we'll do the Diddy stuff. Be right back with more ClusterF.
Just ripping all the buttons off.
We ripped them all off.
How am I gonna wear it to a
You're
restaurant?
on an iPhone trying to drive home, surfing the web and texting too. I'm in the car behind you, you drive me crazy. I honk and say F you. Yeah, I know it's hard to remember before technology, when people would steer with their two hands instead of using their knees. I see you checking your Insta while you're trying to drive. You're swerving like you are wasted. You speed up and then you slow down. You're searching porn sites. I've missed 7 lights. This guy to my right is texting his wife. No, this isn't fun. If I had a gun, I'd end this tonight. You're on an iPhone, you're driving so slow, you're unaware, you're fucking rude. I'd like to go about 80, I just want to get home and smoke a big doob. I pass you on the right and shake my fist. I scream out of my window, suck a dick. Keep on scrolling up oblivious. I'd like to give your crotch a real swift kick. I'm driving in back of a bimbo. She's playing the Angry Birds game. My hands are starting to tremble. Driving 50 in the fast lane. I can't get anywhere on time. You rude bastards don't even care. You are way too self-absorbed. You speed up and then you slow down. I'm flashing my brights. Speed up, Jesus Christ. You keep swiping right. I'm itching to fight. No, this isn't fun. If I had a gun, I'd end this tonight. You're on an iPhone trying to drive home, surfing the web and texting too. I'm in the car behind you, you drive me crazy. I honk and say F you. If Alexander Graham Bell could see this, he would probably slit his fucking wrist. Distracted, texting, tweeting lunatics. I hope they crash and burn down in a ditch. You're on an iPhone. So won't you just hang up? I hope you crash into a big light pole. I wanna tell you you're a big asshole. I hope you crash into a big light pole. You're on an iPhone trying to drive home, surfing the web and texting too. I'm in the car behind you, you drive me crazy. I honk and say F you. If Alexander Graham Bell could see this, he would probably slit his fucking wrist. Distracted, texting, tweeting lunatics. I hope they crash and burn down in.
A-Town G's, yeah, we're from the hood. Last time you heard from us, we were up to no good.
Stealing.
Gucci lame here, and I don't use protection. Tuttle might not, post your bro gets erection.
Blow his.
20 grand blunt, but I smoked it in one session.
Real quick.
If we ever get locked up, will someone yell objection?
Objection.
Gucci lame here, and post your bro too. If you see us in the streets, tell me what you gonna do. Yeah, we in the fast lane 102. Mess with us, guarantee we gon' shoot. Gucci lame and post your bro. Outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
Poacher Brown here, and you heard about my whip.
Rolling.
But you haven't heard about my 1,000-round clip. I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm on medication.
Insane.
If I don't take them, killing fools my occupation.
Killing.
Yeah, I'm on Zoli, so I don't do masturbation.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'll slap a hook, cause I got no patience.
That was Poacher Brown, he's got a 1,000-round clip.
Shots.
If I drive a four-wheeler, you know that I'ma flip.
Flip it.
Drink and touch vodka, yeah, I know you wanna sip.
You broke.
Get blacked out drunk, then my penis you gon' grip.
Don't touch Gucci lame, or your ass I'm gonna kill. Don't mess with me, I'm crazy, cause I'm on so many pills. The song is outlandish, and I hope it pays the bills. If it don't, I slit my throat, my blood is gonna spill.
Gucci lame and Poacher Brown, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
Flawless on the board today. Flawless. Woo! What you got there? What you snacking on?
Almond?
Walnuts?
Walnuts.
That's what I was eating. We were talking Checkers fries. We were talking chicken wings. And what did we get to snack on?
Almond.
Walnuts.
Walnuts.
It's a healthy choice, but it's not as satisfying.
Nope.
Checkers fries, large Coke, large fries. Screw that small fry stuff, Trace.
Oh, yeah.
Large checker fry.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't feel so good after you eat a whole thing of large Checkers fries, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So
Not
good.
like a bag of chips, though.
No, it's better.
You can get a bag of Doritos and you eat like half a bag. Like, that's the worst feeling from eating something I can think of. Or
Really?
any type of chips. Like, eating like a half bag, any chips, you just feel so gross afterwards. Checkers, you get it's so greasy, it just flows right through you, and the feeling's gone within a couple minutes.
It does flow right through you.
Where you
So
got a bag
greasy.
of something over there?
Oh, I forgot.
My
Oh,
Mother's Day.
Hang on, let me get this camera.
That's gonna have to be a bag of my Mother's Day gift.
The camera's too far to see. You can see what it is.
Oh, there we go. Happy
Here we
Mother's
go.
Day. Oh, boy.
Uno.
No.
No.
Snack one and snack two.
Snack one and snack two.
Tiny kittens. Orange one.
Berlanda called me up and said,
Yeah.
should I get two kittens for Mother's Day for Mom? And I was like, oh, absolutely not. All right. One of them's
He said he's just been waiting for someone to twist his arm.
I said, one of them's for me. That's great. Now I got a Mother's Day present.
So I got two little tiny kittens. Aren't they cute?
They're adorable. They're adorable.
I was thinking, I thought that I picked up the case of that beer, and it was that Rio, and I was like,
Yeah.
Rio, that's kind of a cute little name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Gotta-
this little one,
Gotta
Rio.
figure out the other one.
And then the little orange one. Well,
Oh, is he going to fall off and die?
yeah. I better go put him back, huh?
Rio and MAGA.
Oh, God.
People would hate our cat. What you doing, little buddy?
Come here, little
What you doing, little? Hopefully, Blackie Joe will like. Look at that. Hopefully, Blackie Joe will like them, and he'll have a companion.
Has he chilled with him yet?
We're gonna. We haven't been able to introduce them yet. We don't want to. We're like gonna put them in between a door and let them play handsies under the door for a while and see if they like each other.
What is it? I mean, I really swapped you guys over to the Busch Light Rio way real quick, man. I mean,
exclusive.
I introduced the Rio to you like a month ago, and now your cat's named Rio. Can't beat it though. $14, you know. It was.
It's a great name.
It's a good song.
It's a great deal. Great product. Great song. I got a song about it. Even.
I mean, it's not even $14.99. It's $13.99, and we say $14. I saw it.
It is on sale sometimes for $13.
Rio, making America great again.
You know, even a Busch Lights, man. I saw a 24-pack of Busch Light at Walmart the other day. It's like $18. $13.99, man. You can't beat. It's the cheapest beer in the world.
We drink a lot of Rio around here.
All right, I'm going to go.
Lynn Rio.
Don't jump out, little baby.
Gosh, I don't know. You guys got a lot of empty boxes in the hallway of Rio. Like 20 empty boxes of Rio in there.
I was, well, the ones I was putting in the cat room for the cats to go in. They really like it. All right, I'm going to go.
Donnie, okay, I'll hold off on the Karen until you get back. With Rio and
gotta go put them back.
Gotta think of another good name for the other one.
Yeah, she brought him over to our house. We never introduced him to Rosie.
No, I don't think Berlin. I think she's smart enough.
I mean, it wasn't like here. Like she just carried him in the box right around Rosie into the. Wasn't like if she dropped the box, Rosie was gonna eat him or nothing. But. There was some kittens in her yard for a while.
She didn't mess with them?
I mean, she didn't go up and immediately kill them. She'd start playing with them, and then she'd start
getting rougher.
We're getting a little rougher, and you're like, all right, maybe go inside, Rosie. But I mean, we weren't going to like not let our dog outside anymore because some cats were living under our house.
Yeah.
So we just
hope for the best.
Yeah, just gonna let them out and hope for the best. And she never killed any of them. So,
well, that's good. That's a good thing. So we got the Diddy, and we got the Karen. This is entitled neighbor. Entitled neighbor acts like she owns the parking lot. Sean Raz, Karen of the week.
I came out here, I took a picture right here, and they were standing right there. I said, look, you got to move this to your side of the line.
Okay, so she didn't say anything to you? You said something to her?
Yes, I told her she has to move to her side of the line. Because, see, she's stealing my parking.
On April 13th, 2025 in Florida, a pregnant woman called police, claiming
it's always in Florida.
Her neighbor threatened her with a large metal pole during a heated dispute over a parking space.
I think they're lying.
Yeah, parking.
I don't think
sucks.
Seeing how Florida is, I don't think anybody lives anywhere else. I think they fooled everybody in America to moving to Florida, and nobody's left in any other state.
And you might be right. It's all a scam. It's an illusion.
The threats didn't stop there.
So we was going to go and, to I'm sorry, I'm having a panic attack and I'm pregnant. We was going to go right.
We got a Karen and
a typical drama queen pregnant. Stupid bitch.
Attack.
Here across the street, the field, the softball field with the girls. Okay, so we was going to go over there to hit, for a little bit. To
I still haven't understood a word
So
she
we was
said.
getting in the
You're
car.
going to the fields to do some practice. Do some hit, do some to the field.
You know what I'm talking about.
And I told them, hey, let me put the laundry really quick, because by the time that we over there, my laundry is washing. Yeah. So I heard her when she was like, I was like right there because my laundry is inside. So I was right, like coming, and my daughter was getting in the car, and she's like, I'm gonna kill you guys, I'm gonna kill all your family, all of you, I'm gonna kill you.
Did you hear that?
Yes, yes, literally, I heard it. So she had a metal pole right here, and she has a cone. So she grabbed it. So I got scared. No, a pole. She put it, look, that one right there. That one. She had it, she came over here with that pole. That one right there, that one right there. And a yellow
bucket?
Cone. Yes.
So she left?
That one. She picked it up, yeah. She picked it up and she had it. She said, I'm gonna kill you guys and I'm gonna kill all your family. So that's when I'm like, you crazy? Like, what the f is wrong with you, crazy? Told my kids to get in the car because I was gonna take off, But and then she started saying, and she started taking pictures of my tag, and she's like, I'm gonna have somebody kill you all. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? You know, like we didn't do it. So what I did was bring my kids because by that time I was like, I don't feel comfortable leaving when she took
This is
pictures
a double
of my
Karen
tag.
for sure, right? This is a
Yeah,
double.
it's a
this-
double Karen.
This is
Double
when two
Karen.
Karens collide.
It'd be a Karen black hole.
Yeah, because this dumb bitch.
And you know, she sent it to people. I don't know. So it was that car came up just now, not too long ago, the gray car, and it was
And
like
I could see this dumb
not
bitch parking wherever the fuck she wants and
they-
taking up 2 spaces
You can
every
tell
time.
by
she
the
parks.
way, just the way she talks and her glasses and everything, everything that she's just an entitled bitch.
Yeah.
And the other lady's a fucking Karen, and it's just, it's not gonna work out.
I don't even know if the other lady's a Karen. I haven't seen her yet, heard her yet.
one, but they went over there. So it was a guy that got out with a black bag and a beer and went inside the house. So I was like, I don't know if that's the person that she called to.
Boy, she is yakking and yakking so
Yeah.
fast I can't keep up with her.
So I don't know. So I took off.
So is this the same person you've been beefing with for the
Her.
past 5
Yes.
years?
Yes. That's
5
her.
years.
5 years.
She just called not too long ago, like maybe a month ago. She called Ua, the officer Ua, or Ua, something like that. And she started lying. So even Ua got mad at her and told her, stop calling us for your bullshit, because she invent all kind of stuff, you know? So you can call him and ask
She's
him.
an inventor.
And he came and knocked on my door
Inventor.
once and like crazy. And I'm like, what's wrong?
What's
You know,
an
what
inventor?
happened? And that's when he's like, no, because she said that you were telling her stuff. And I'm like, sir, I'm inside my house, you know? No, I haven't said anything.
So,
So
are you guys going to a civil thing, or you guys
no,
are just
nothing. I mean, it's crazy. She's always doing things to us, you know, like she always, because I'm Mexican, but I'm a
Really?
citizen, you
Right.
know. My kids were born here, so I don't know what's her problem.
She's not.
I'm pregnant. I
I'm
want
a
her to leave us
citizen. My
alone
kids
and
were
stop
born
scaring-
here.
Yeah.
So you just want us to talk to her and
Well,
make sure.
I mean, I don't know what you guys gonna do.
So
She's a threat. She said she was
so
gonna kill
you're
us.
saying she picked up
Yes,
that pole right
yes,
there?
yes.
That's holding the cement.
Yes.
She picked that
She
up.
picked that up and she came all the way over here. No, they don't work. She came all the way over here, and that's what she said.
So
I
they're
got
saying that
scared.
pole has cement
Yeah.
on it.
I don't know how
and
that lady's
old
picking
lady
that
picked
up.
up a pole with
You're gonna
cement.
bash him with a pole of a 30-pound pole of cement.
Strong old lady.
Like this. Like she picked it up literally like that. Go lift it. It's not heavy like that because she always picking it up last time.
Where does she live?
And right here and there.
Okay. Just go wait in there. We'll go speak to her and see what the dealio is.
You know me for years.
Yes.
Show me that camera.
What camera? They don't work. They don't work. I always put it
wasn't
in
paying
I'm thinking
attention.
thinking they do work, and she did something wrong.
When I put it in here,
He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
He couldn't pay attention to her yakking. He didn't hear her say
How you doing?
anything.
Thank you for
He
coming.
You
phased
the
out.
other one?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What's going on?
What's going on is she keeps
Okay,
taking.
we're gonna go over this one. Because I've been hearing about this issue for years.
Okay, we got two problems going on. Number one, she keeps taking my parking spot with that big cement thing. I have 2 cars. We need every inch. I've spoken to Cindy. I get up to my side of the yellow line. She gets up to her side of the yellow line.
You guys have assigned parking? Or is
Yes,
this-
yes, we
it's
do. We
free
pay
all?
for it in our lease.
You get 2 spaces.
But she's, as you can see right now, and if she's moved it, I've got pictures.
Yeah.
In case
got
she moved it
pictures.
while you, let me just show you how it was. I told her to get it on her side of the line. Then she went crazy. She yelled a string of profanity while my 3-year-old niece was out here. And I have my sister and my niece as witnesses. She screamed the worst profanity you ever heard in front of this 3-year-old little girl who was
Which Karen? Which
Yeah,
Karen do
they're
you
both-
believe?
You know, for a second, there was a quarter second where I was believing this girl a little more, and for something about her shirt and the last couple comments, I'm back to middle again. That they're both Karens.
holding on the sidewalk. She called me a bitch and all these filthy words and motherfuckers and all this in front of my 3-year-old niece.
And did you say anything to her?
No, I just told everybody, come on inside. And I went to go call you. And then I came out and I told her, I said, look, you can't do that. I'm calling the police. She said, I've already done it. I said, good, then we'll just wait.
Okay. So you didn't exchange any words with her?
I said to her, move her stuff on the other side of the line.
Okay.
Then she started screaming. So then I came out here and I told everybody come inside. Then I came out and I told her by myself that I was calling the police. She said, police are already coming. I said, good.
So
That'll
did
save
you
me the
threaten her
time.
at all?
I'm sorry?
Threaten her at all?
Of course not. She said,
I was sitting out here.
she is the, I just want to tell you, she's the biggest
I know,
liar
I've
you have
took-
ever seen.
Biggest liar. Do we have 2 of the biggest liars ever?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
It's hard.
Biggest liar you'll ever see.
I've took calls.
I've got 2 witnesses.
That you know, we need some
took calls
witnesses
about
that don't know
you guys,
either.
so-
Yeah.
Did you
How
pick up any
were they
weapons at
not
all?
videotaping it? I'm surprised at
I
that.
know.
Do you have some scissors you could cut this dress off me with?
There were some scissors right there when the show started.
Oh. Go to my key. Can you cut this off me? I don't think I could get this off.
How am I gonna ever wear it again?
And nobody's gonna wear this. I can't. It's cutting the circulation of my arms off. I don't think. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there goes our free smock. You ruined our free smock.
I'd have to cut it off my. Stuck. Oh. Gosh,
You're
that
free.
feels so good.
Oh, you
I
look a
feel
lot.
so much
you look
better.
a lot trimmer now.
Right?
Look, you're
Like,
looking.
look,
You look
yeah,
great
no,
now.
not in that dress 2-3 sizes too small.
All right, now you can enjoy the Karen.
Of course not. I've got 2 witnesses. She's just an enormous liar.
I get it, but like I explained to you, I've taken multiple calls
Okay.
about the same issue,
Yes.
and I've been in the academy for 6 months, and I've been in dispatch for a year.
Can you
No, I've
imagine
got
going
2
to
witnesses.
another
I've got 2
Right.
witnesses.
going to another country and becoming, like a
Karen.
Karen that's entitled.
Yeah.
Now I'm entitled in your country. I would just. How do you do that?
Did he just tell her, like I'm brand new, I'm not really qualified for this? Is that what he's trying to
I thought
say?
he was trying to say he's been hearing about it for years. That's what I
hearing
thought.
about it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't necessarily know for sure that the Mexican woman is a Karen. This lady could be a total nut job.
So far, they both. I didn't like the Mexican lady, and this lady's taking me down the same path, and I'm thinking she's a Karen too.
Did you pick up any weapons, metal
What
pipes,
weapons
anything at
do
all?
I have?
That's what
where
I'm
are these
asking you.
weapons? There are no weapons.
Okay. You got your
She's
ID on
lying.
you? You got your ID on you? Okay.
Of course, absolutely. Here, let me show you the photo, just in case she moved it while y'all were going.
And if she moved her car, then you know she's
Here
lying.
it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's
So is that
way
the-
over
Yep.
in my space.
Is that the divider all over
That's her
parking
divider.
space? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I am supposed to buy, according to Cindy, I get up to the edge of this yellow line. She gets up to the edge of that yellow line. But look what she's doing. She's way over on mine. I told her to move it because I have an SUV and another Kia that has to get in this 35.
All right, do me a favor, ladies. Get your IDs out and hand them to this officer.
Yeah, that guy ain't messing around.
She has been lying ever since day one. That's what she lives on. She's insane. As you can see, and she yelled all that profanity in front of this 3-year-old baby. This is all because she wants to take up my parking spot for no good reason other than just to cause trouble. I have to park 2 cars in this space. I've got 2 witnesses and a 3-year-old baby that will come out and tell you the real truth.
A 3-year-old
They're all
baby.
sitting right out there. Problem is, I need all my parking. I've
Yeah,
got
we
an
get it,
SUV
we get
and
it.
another little car, and she doesn't want to give it to me.
What she needs to say, make sure she keeps saying, is that I pay for those
Yeah.
parking spaces. That
Yeah.
changes the whole thing.
If she does.
Yeah.
No way in wrong way of doing things. You could just talk to Cindy and let Cindy handle
It's
it.
closed.
Okay, then push it off till tomorrow when it's open.
Where are we going to park tonight?
There's plenty of parking around
No,
here.
there isn't.
There is.
There is not. There is not.
Okay.
She's
if
not
it took
willing
us
to admit that
$550
there's a part.
Yeah.
Red
I
flag.
pay for my parking. I'm allowed to have my parking.
Okay.
And I need every inch to squeeze these 2 cars in. The night before last, we drove around, and had to find an extra parking spot somewhere. But we can't do that every night. They have a 3-year-old baby. They have a right to be able to park in my parking space that I pay for.
Is it a right or a privilege?
It's a right because she
Is it a
pays
right or a
for it.
privilege?
It's a right. I
Pay for it. It's a right.
Yeah.
It's in the.
It is in
amendments?
the lease.
Okay, it's in the amendments, or is it,
It
in
is
the
in
lease?
the lease.
It says a privilege.
He's
Go ahead.
wrong.
He's wrong.
Yeah.
He's
I
wrong.
pay money for
An
it.
idiot.
It's not a privilege. You own that. If you pay for it, you get to park
Yeah.
it. You pay rent doesn't mean you have the privilege of living there.
Let me get the other girl out here with the baby.
Okay, just hold off. I'm not the investigating officer. Somebody else is, so just hold
Okay,
on.
but he needs to talk to her too, because
Right,
she's
but he's in the middle of something
okay.
right now.
She
So when
yelled
he's ready.
all that profanity in front of that 3-year-old baby.
Well, what are they going to do about that? They can't arrest her for
Yes,
that.
and she was screaming all that filth. But
I'm sure
I
these
came
two
out and I
have
told
some
them all to
filthy
come
words
inside, 'cause
themselves.
I don't
Yeah.
In front of their
want my little
kids.
niece subjected to that.
People love to do that.
Oh, yeah.
People that swear and smoke and drink and get drunk and, you know, say all kinds of shit in front of their kids. They're always the first ones to say, someone else says, they're talking like that in front of my kids.
Yep.
And they do it themselves.
Her own children should not be subjected. You should call DC out. She's insane.
They also have 2 illegal aliens in there.
She does. She has 2 illegals that she has.
How do you know they're illegal?
Well, because they're hiding. When they used to come out and try to threaten me, I told Cindy about it. And then when Cindy found out, then they started hiding. That's
Maybe
how
they
I
just
know
don't want
they're...
drama. That doesn't mean they're illegal.
Why else are they hiding if they don't
Because
have...
they don't want drama.
They were the ones threatening her before.
If they don't have something to hide, then why are they hiding from
Because
me?
they don't want drama.
Well,
if I had a problem with my neighbor, I would avoid my neighbor too.
They don't live there. They're not even supposed to be there.
They're not supposed to be there. They're not on the lease.
Okay. Then report it to Cindy.
I did. And that's why they're hiding. Just get a ring camera. and put it
I thought
in.
they were
Next
hiding
time
'cause
she
they were
does this
illegal.
BS, you guys will see the truth about her.
That's what I would recommend doing, installing a camera.
Absolutely, but I'm going to hide it so she doesn't see it. And the next time she calls you and tells you these lies, she's going to be caught so bad. You'll arrest her, right, if I catch it and prove that she's lying to you?
I don't
Prove what?
If I prove she's lying to you and trying to, like, have me arrested on false charges, you'll arrest her for that, right? Because that's illegal, isn't
It's
it?
not illegal to lie to police. It's illegal to make a sworn written statement and then lie about that.
Oh.
But people lie to us all the time. We could arrest everyone. Everyone lies. I wish it was a crime, trust me. But if they write it down and
I'd
just
arrest
swear to
everybody
it,
that lies.
It's
then
not
that's
illegal for
illegal.
them just to lie.
Correct.
Does she actually think it's illegal to
Why
lie?
waste $200 then if you're not going to do anything about it?
Well, if you feel better protected with your 3-year-old niece and everybody else living here.
Skip forward.
Also. And
They brought the witness out.
And all she saw was.
It was the little baby.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna do a Zen.
Was that the concrete pole? Was that the concrete pole?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's too fast. I couldn't get it.
All right. Okay, which one am I speaking to?
You step right here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read you something. You're not under arrest or anything. This is going to determine what's going to be the outcome of this
Okay.
situation right here. Okay?
All right, go ahead.
Just listen to me clearly, and everything I say, just don't word it in your head. Just I got to
Okay.
read it word for word from this. Okay.
Go ahead.
Jesus, get
All right,
to
so
it,
this is the
buddy.
Miranda warning. Okay, and having this rights of mine, will answer my questions. I'm making statements
Absolutely.
right now. Okay, and have you asked any of these officers to speak to a lawyer or an attorney?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you asked any of these lawyers to speak to an attorney or
No,
anything?
why should I?
Okay, I just have to ask the question just to make sure. Okay, so
Side of the yellow line. Oh, come right over here.
okay, I just need you to tell me. You already.
I can show you.
You've.
She is supposed to be on this side of the yellow line. I get on this side of the yellow line. I pay $1,400 a month. She pays
$1,400 a month? That's a lot of money. $1,400 a month.
Because it is a tight squeeze. I have an SUV and I have that car because that's my friends visiting. Now, she is doing
see
this.
all those cars? It doesn't look like there's a lot of room to park.
She's taking my space.
I mean, she's putting a barrier, but okay.
But she's taking
Okay,
my
so-
space.
so
I
give me-
told her. I
okay.
came out. I took a picture to send to Olga on
I
Monday,
I need to
and
know
told
more.
her,
What I
stand
want
right
to
there. I said,
see
"Look,
is needs to
you
bend
have-
over and show me what she's pointing at.
Yeah.
It seems insignificant.
I know. She's like, this line and
He
this
kind
line.
of was acting like it doesn't.
Yeah.
She put up a marker there to mark where the spots were, and the marker happens to take up an inch over. Yeah, she's being the Karen, I think.
Probably.
Got to move this to your side. Then she came running out going, you motherfucker, you asshole, blah, 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 blah. So I went inside because my little tiny 3-year-old niece was
God,
right
she
there.
says that again. I'm gonna knock her out.
I want to see the yellow line. I want to see the deal.
And my sister and I said, all y'all come inside, because she's just cursing and screaming. She follows me in. She goes right there, and is cursing, screaming, asshole, mother.
Big Kahuna says, "Nice
Where were
rack."
you at when she was out here?
Why
It
don't
was
they
like
ask
right
her
here.
about the
Oh,
pole?
it's right here. I took a picture.
So
right here.
so when she first came outside, you were
Nice
already
midriff too. Yeah, I mean she's putting it out there for the
Yeah,
cops.
she is.
outside.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was out here, too.
Okay.
We were all out here. I took a picture. And she was standing right
And
there.
you're
I said,
playing
look.
At the time, you're playing with your
Well,
your
they
granddaughter
were
or
in
your
there
niece?
playing. They were in there
Why
playing.
does that
My
matter?
What does that matter?
They were in there playing.
She's
I
getting,
came out here, I took a
you know,
picture
at first
right
she was
here,
trying to play it
and they were
cool.
standing right there. I said,
She's forgetting to play it cool.
Yeah.
She's getting ramped up. She's getting Karen'd
Getting
up.
into Karen mode.
She's forgetting about that. She's trying to look cool for the cops.
Yeah.
Once the Karen's taking over.
Once the switch
Her
flips,
inner Karen's coming out.
can't switch it back.
look, you got to move this to your side of the line.
Okay, so she didn't say anything to you. You said something to her.
Yes, I told her she has to move to her side of the line. Because, see, she's stealing my parking.
Right.
And then she starts
Okay,
moving
there you
profanity.
go. There's the yellow line. Just barely see it.
I told her she has to move to her side of the line. Because, see,
I see a white
See,
line.
there's the line. Okay, you can barely see it. There's the. It goes this way, and then this way, and so that thing is about over a foot onto hers, if that's what the deal is.
she's stealing my parking.
Right.
And then she starts spewing profanities at me. So I went back in, and I told them, come on inside. She's going crazy again. So, you know, they waited a few minutes because I guess they're unfamiliar with it. They don't know her like I do. So she follows me right there to there and starts screaming profanities. I said, I opened the door. I said, come on, get the baby, get inside.
Okay, and after you got the baby, you put the baby inside.
Yes.
What'd you do?
Then I put them all in there. Then I came back out here, and she was standing here. I said, look, Pamela, I'm calling the cops. She said, I'm already calling them. I said, good.
Okay.
Then we'll just sit here and wait for them.
Take your hands out of your pockets for me.
Okay.
When you came back outside after taking the 3-year-old inside,
Yes.
did you have any objects in your hand?
No, of course not.
Did you pick up anything?
No.
Okay. So is there any reason why someone would say that you had an
Yes,
object
because
in your
she's an insane liar.
hand? That doesn't really...
Well, it's the truth. She's been
Okay.
lying since
so
day
did you
one.
have any objects in your hand?
No.
You didn't have anything?
No, of course not.
Is there any reason why a child would say you did?
No. Because she's an insane liar and she tells her children to lie for her.
Right. Okay. Well, go ahead and face that officer.
Okay.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
All right.
I thought he said
Are
he
you
wasn't
seriously
arresting her.
He said he was detaining her, but not arresting.
Now,
How is he arresting her?
How can you
He's
arrest
not.
someone on?
Yeah, is he?
You said on.
Yeah, so
he
it's a
said,
total.
she
It's
said.
a total. He said, she said. I don't. This guy sounds incompetent. To
Yeah.
me.
So how can he arrest
The
her
questions
just
he's
because the
asking.
other girl said she did, and he doesn't arrest her, and she's got people that would say she didn't.
I mean, she could very well be a huge Karen,
Yeah,
but I don't
but-
think there's any evidence for anything.
Not
on-
so that I've
Either
seen.
way, right now, that's insane.
Arresting me for this?
Aggravated assault.
I did not do anything to her.
Where is he getting this
That's your question.
aggravated
Where are they
assault
where are
from?
they getting? Did I miss it?
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't.
No, I mean,
this is all her.
I think they're. I mean, I guess if they've been coming out here for years, they probably know who the real problem
Yeah,
is.
but
Maybe.
you still can't do anything about it. It's a he said, she said. There's no evidence that
Well,
she
as
did anything.
cops, you can fucking take anybody you want to jail, and then they have to fucking fight it in court. You know.
Yeah, but cops aren't really looking for false arrests on there.
I know, but they're probably just fucking sick and tired of this. Like, fucking take her in. Maybe she'll stop fucking calling the police every week.
Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes.
If she's taking your parking, why don't you pull up and take advantage of all your parking? Because this is only hanging over like a quarter of an inch.
Because that won't start. I need to
Okay.
have it jumped.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if your vehicle can't be moved, then why are you making an issue out of it?
Because he just went and bought jumper cables.
Okay. Do you have anything on you that's going to poke and stick and
No,
stab
of
me?
course not.
Okay.
I'm surprised she's not going crazy about being arrested.
Mm-hmm.
What's he gonna body search?
Yeah, he's
Cavity
gonna-
search?
I mean, I
right
can't
there?
blame him. Tracy'd be.
Oh,
he'd
God.
Be happy getting those gloves. Yeah.
It's like, I gotta feel under your boobs.
Let's get this
Make sure
going.
you don't have a gun under there.
There could be anything under there. There could be a person under there.
It's illegal. It's going to be an additional charge. Okay.
Okay.
Clark.
Why is this no parking in Spanish? Inside joke I'm missing?
You're not missing it.
Free evidence.
Yeah, well, that's too much. I think a picture would suffice.
What's he saying? Oh, okay. But so she's got a no parking in Spanish
Yeah.
sign there. I don't think it's your,
Because she's Spanish.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's your that has anything to do with the case, buddy, at
Yeah.
all.
Go ahead, because I'm going to sue her now. For every penny she was ever worth. And I'm suing the Key West Police Department, too. My attorney is Wayne LaRue Smith.
Okay, perfect. Everything's being monitored and recorded. So if you have
Yes,
anything, you can come back
absolutely.
and get everything, okay? All right, do you want these to come back with you, the glasses, or you want to keep them with them?
No, I'll keep them.
Okay, perfect. Get them tight with you. All right,
Okay,
we're going to walk
let's
down
go.
to my car. All righty. Thank you for being so cooperative with me.
She's the most cooperative Karen I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's being cooperative.
Is she a headbanger? Would that blow you? Would that blow your mind?
I
Chance?
think
You
she
say-
is.
We're going to go back to this one.
Okay. She makes her children lie for her. I have 3 witnesses. You don't believe my witnesses?
Well, yeah, why don't they talk to her witnesses?
I don't understand because there's no witnesses that are legitimate, really.
Yeah.
There's no legitimate witnesses.
My
to this.
family that's on my side and
your
her family that's on her
And
side.
half of them are kids.
I want to
Then
talk
why
to the
are
ball
you,
parties, and
why
then
are you
speak to
trusting
the
her
other.
and not my witnesses?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what I want.
Go ahead and put the stomach on the line for me. Put the stomach on the line for me.
Why are you trusting her and not my witnesses?
Go ahead and have a seat.
Okay,
He
but
won't
let
even
me ask
answer
you,
her.
Why are you trusting her and not my witnesses?
You know,
There's a
I
time
don't.
and place to talk about it, man.
I don't get it. I don't
I
get
don't
it.
know about this police work here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got any questions?
I do. Why are you trusting her and not my witnesses?
Kevin JK 5,000 bits says welcome back.
All right, thank you, Kevin JK.
Thank you, Kevin.
God, I just ate one of those Len Carr fucking sour candies.
Did you?
Gosh, those things are fucking sour, man. My teeth are ruined.
Yeah.
Gave one to Berlin. She was just like, she couldn't keep it in her mouth either.
She
Oh,
said
I
you-
can.
She
but
said you think it burned the back of her throat.
Yeah.
my mouth hurts. I've eaten 1.5. My mouth's
One and a half.
Yeah,
You
my
better
mouth is
stop.
ripping up. I mean,
that can be your cure for your eating.
Mm-hmm.
You just tear your mouth up so much
No,
you
I can't
eat.
taste nothing.
Talk about it in court, okay?
Crystal guesses, why so many questions? Oh, that's right. Mike skipped most of the video.
I did not skip most of the video.
Uh-uh.
I mean, it was 24 minutes long, and she was just rehashing, and they didn't. I have the same question she does. Why do they believe their witnesses and not hers?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait. Before we
Because these guys, they sound like this is their first day on the job. They don't.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't seem. The questions and things he was saying
Mm-hmm.
sounded stupid.
Oh God, Kevin JK said, Trace, are you considering put one of those sour candies up your ass? I gotta be careful how much I drink on the bar show. I'm pretty sure I was pretty close to putting one of these sour balls up my ass.
I thought you were.
I
was
think
afraid. I was
well,
like,
we were going to level
it's gonna
10.
get lost up there. That's why you can't.
That would
do
make it bleed.
Yeah, you know, we didn't have a hype train the whole show, and then we went to kind of was joking about level 10 hype train. I'll shove one of these up my ass, and then we're at level 8, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to put one of these sour candies up my asshole.
Yeah, well, you didn't. And we didn't get a level 10. Way to
We got
go.
to
bud.
level 8.
Way
Thank
to go.
God.
Way to go, buddy. Yeah, because you can't get it out once it goes up there.
I ain't worried
Well,
about it.
Plus, you said it's real rough, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah, I
gonna cause
don't-
some bleeding.
You can end up in the emergency room. So you get sucked. I think you get sucked up in there.
But I think it's okay. It's candy. It'll melt in your butthole, right?
Eventually, yeah, I guess so.
I think it would
What if
burn
it-
so
what if it
bad.
Someone
burned?
said now eat a bowl of Captain Crunch, Trace. I did get some Captain Crunch because you said
Yes,
it
you
would-
did.
You said it would had changed. I wanted to see
Yeah,
if
you
it
gotta
was
try it.
different.
We're
I
gonna
forgot
I guess
about
we got
it.
to save it for Thursday to try the
Yeah.
crap. Well, I'll try it, boy. That'll be enjoyable.
The loudest show ever.
go anywhere, you got to make her move that thing back behind the line. She has to move it completely behind the line, or else I am suing like holy hell. I'm suing the police department. She
Oh, here
must
comes
move
the
it
swearing.
behind the line.
Here comes the nasty.
It was a
You
quarter
gotta
inch,
make it
right?
move it.
It was. They said it was like a quarter inch over the line.
I don't trust these cops to know their
What a
their
quarter
med-
inch
I
is?
don't.
Won't trust them.
I don't trust these cops. They sound stupid. All of them.
Make her move it. I demand it. Yes, I do.
Alright, well, too bad this is private property. I can't
I will sue you.
Well, please sue me, ma'am.
Make her move it.
Now be careful, because you might be looking at a hate crime right now anyway.
It's not a hate
A
crime.
hate crime.
See,
What an
yeah,
asshole.
yeah, that's
What's the hate crime?
Her just not liking the Spanish lady, right? What's the hate crime, babe?
Yeah, so that's what they're going toward. You're not allowed to not even like somebody. And that's what they're going to do.
Well,
If
I
you
mean, she
mention-
does seem to really not like these people because they're Mexican.
She's
but
allowed to not like Mexicans
But maybe
if she wants.
maybe they're
Maybe-
a-holes.
Yeah, maybe the Mexicans don't like her.
I don't know. I mean, I'm up in the air. She might be a Karen.
I need all of your badge numbers and names because I'm definitely suing for defamation. Y'all are going to face the
Defamation.
biggest f***ing defamation suit you've ever seen in your lives. I've got 3 witnesses.
See,
You've
because
got
she
one
said
kid
she
that
was going to
Pamela
kill him,
told.
That's what the girl said she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's just.
You don't know if she said that.
I don't like
How
my
can
neighbor.
they-
I'm going to say that a guy came at me with a big metal rod and said they were going to kill me.
Yeah.
And it could be complete lie.
How does it work as a cop with complaints, though? Like, I mean, are you less wanting to arrest this lady because when you do arrest her, she is gonna maybe go complain and do all this shit? Which a complaint, nowadays it seems like complaints are a bigger deal than they used to be. Like even just like a Yelp review or some shit can really hurt a business or something.
I don't know. I don't know if she, if they care about her complaint, because she's not gonna. She ain't got no money for a lawyer.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna do nothing.
Maybe she won't.
And they think they're right. They think they're right too.
To lie? You're all facing such defamation lawsuits. I'm going to make so much money off of this. This will be the biggest defamation lawsuit you've ever
In the
seen.
world.
There is
In the
no
world.
weapon. I've got all my witnesses. All she has is her own child who she told to lie because she is a filthy liar who is raising a bunch of filthy lying children. Her husband and several other friends do not speak English.
That has nothing to do with anything.
It does because they take my parking spot.
That is ridiculous that you say that.
It is not ridiculous.
These cops are snowflakes.
They're real
That's just what you
snowflake
get.
uptight guy.
Yeah, we're getting snowflake cops.
He's almost offended that she's just a little bit racist.
Yeah.
Which again, people are just. Some people are gonna be racist, man. Like,
Especially when you're in an argument with somebody. You know what I mean?
And there's nothing wrong with wanting someone who lives in this country to speak English. Maybe I'm out of touch with society, but I don't think there's anything wrong. I think if I went to China, I better learn to speak Chinese.
the only problem I have is that might be being racist, but that is okay. And I don't think these cops even realize that it's okay to be racist in this country.
It's not a crime.
I don't, but they just raised in this time that
they were accusing her of a hate crime.
Yeah.
Preposterous.
They take my parking spot all day, every day. They cannot read
All day,
English.
every day.
I have lots of lawyers, have lots of attorneys, and I am being
She's got
falsely
lots of
arrested.
lawyers.
I have witnesses.
Wonder why.
And this is all a bunch of lies, and you are all going to be sued. Sued tremendously. I am a business owner. I have done nothing wrong. I will take polygraph tests up the yin-yang. You are
Up the
all going to be
yin-yang.
sued.
You don't
She
even
could've
know what
just
that
moved her little
means.
cement piece back. But no, now she's going to lose
She's going to
everything
get.
she
That's
ever
another
owned.
racist comment.
What'd she say?
Up the yin yang.
What's that?
I don't know. It sounds Chinese.
I tell the truth, and I try to protect what I paid for, and this is what I get. I didn't take her parking. She took mine. I didn't lie about her. I told the truth. I could have just as easily called you and said she threatened me and told my friends and my niece to lie. But I'm not that kind of person. I've been nice. I'm not being nice anymore.
She needs
You
to
just watch
shut her
and see.
mouth.
I
See, like
called
what you were saying that they know that she's the Karen.
Yeah.
But that it doesn't matter. You just because you know someone's an asshole doesn't mean you can arrest them for a crime that someone says they could have committed without evidence.
I don't know how they arrested her, but they are.
Unless you had video, there's no way you could arrest her.
you to get my parking spot back, and instead you listen to a lie.
We are not parking enforcement. Stop calling us with civil issues.
And said you sit there and you listen to a total and complete lie when I have 3 witnesses. You just wait until you see what I am going to do to all of you. You are all going to be sued so bad.
You are going to lose all of your careers over this because I'm not
I
going to
mean,
stop.
he even
Not-
he said it himself right there. It's civil. Stop calling us over parking issues. So that means there's nothing criminal that happened, so she shouldn't be arrested, correct?
Well, he's saying that he believes that she was threatened, that the woman threatened her. I don't get it.
Ever. I am not a drug addict drunk. I'm a regular citizen with a business. You are going to lose everything.
Then
I'm gonna
why
drag
couldn't she
you
get
into
a battery
every
for her
court
car?
you ever had for the
She got money for
I'm gonna
lawyers
take
and
your career,
business
Yeah,
owners.
she got the jumper cable.
Got jumper cable.
all of them for this because if she's lying and she told her kid to lie, and I don't care what I have to spend or what I have to go through, all of you are all going to be sued. I will never, till the day I die, let this go because you listen to one lying person who teaches her children to lie for her so she can
I'd like to
steal
know how quick she
my
had to let
parking.
it go.
Steal 2 inches of my parking, and you want to call me petty? She is over the line, and that is theft.
And we're not going to find out.
I mean,
Nothing
even
about this.
she's saying 2 inches. So, I mean, we take both sides and we'll go 1 inch. I don't think it fucking matters.
Yeah.
Not theft, man. Oh, and you sit there and you laugh. Not theft. What is it then? Oh, she's borrowing it? She's going to give it back later with interest? I will spend every
Might be
dime
theft,
I
I
have
don't know.
and every minute of the rest of my life suing all of you over this BS, ridiculous shit. I will ruin
Oh,
all
there
of you
comes-
because it's all a lie. It's all stupid. You're ruining my life. I'm going to ruin yours because none of this is true. You think this is funny? You think this is no big deal? You're ruining my reputation? You're going to be put to the
It's too calm. It's like it's too calm with Karen.
fucking test over every damn thing
Oh.
that you've ever done in your whole career. You have no idea what you've done.
I want to know
You
what
sat
she
here
gets
listening-
charged with or what the the end scenario.
I
That's
wanna
all
know
I
the
want to
end
know.
scenario, but
Fast forward it some more. I'm pissing people off. Let's just go to the end.
fees and plus more. Because that's a flat out and out lie. That's the kind of children she's raising and putting out in the world. It's not the first time that lying pays.
Same.
You have just encouraged a
You
whole
just keep
family
keep on. It's just the same thing.
of lying criminals to be released into society.
20
The
seconds.
woman was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
With a
If she's
deadly
convicted,
weapon.
what do you think the
Italian.
punishment should be?
She's not going to get
Drop your opinion.
convicted. I don't think they have any evidence.
I mean, how do? Yeah, how
I
can
wish
they?
I wish I could look up the end result.
Did it say her name or anything?
No, don't say the name at all.
We'll look her up.
How you gonna look her up?
I'm just saying that, and people forget, and we'll never do it.
There we go. We're gonna look her up anyway.
So she was charged with aggravated assault.
with a deadly weapon.
Why don't they ever tell you? Yeah, it's like, did anyone pick up that pole on a concrete thing? Can she actually pick it up?
Didn't look like it. Looked like a fucking concrete pole and a fucking.
Looks like it had 2 concrete things.
10,
on it.
like
a
50
concrete
pounds.
Thing like that. Yeah.
How are you gonna hit somebody with that?
They never even told her that. Did they even tell her that she said she picked that up and threatened her with it?
Who never told her? Oh, do you mean the cops never told her?
Didn't seem like they ever told her.
Back when I was a kid, when he just called and said the neighbor was Mexican, they came and got him.
Yeah, what happened to the world? It says, we'll do a quick Diddy update. A male escort Monday in the trial revealed new details about 6 sex sessions he had with Sean Diddy Combs and the rapper's girlfriend, including how Diddy ordered them to use more baby oil. Y'all need to rub more baby oil on each other. You don't have enough on, Combs, 55, allegedly told then gal pal Cassie Ventura, 38, as she had sex with the escort Daniel Phillip, while the hip-hop mogul masturbated in the corner.
Why would you want to masturbate as opposed to just having sex with your girlfriend?
Because you're weird, man. It's something it's like a disease.
'Cause you got weird things that turn you on. I mean, some people, I don't know if you ever heard about this, but some people like their wives to have sex with their guys. Brother. he would tell us to put more baby oil on. Philip said he would pay up to $6,000 a pop for the sex session. So the guy that's banging Diddy's girlfriend while he masturbates in the corner is getting 6 G's a day.
Damn, that's a good gig right there.
Yeah, it went on for a few years and could last as long as 10 hours. 10 hours.
10 hours.
Oh, Lordy.
Jesus, God.
Lordy.
Who wants to do that for 10 hours?
He's sitting in the corner jerking it for 10 hours?
Yep. He said at least 2 of these sessions turned very dark.
I bet.
He said he
he had to get, when you do that kind of weird shit, you got to get weirder and weirder and weirder to get off. you know?
He said during the trio's first sexual encounter in 2012, Diddy sat in a corner in a white robe, a baseball cap, and bandana over the bottom half of his face as his girlfriend and Philip had sex.
He must make weird faces when he...
Yeah, what's up with that? The escort told the jury that Diddy handed him a few $1,000s to rub baby oil on her and gave her a massage before the two had sex while Combs pleasured himself. So weird. She said, she told me at first I don't have to worry about anything because her husband wasn't gay and he wasn't going to touch me.
I mean, so what's the...
I don't know how this
Are they going to turn this into, like...
It's a Johnny Depp deal.
Well, where's the kid fucking, you know? That's what I thought. I thought there was going to be stuff about how, like, they fucked Justin Bieber as a kid and stuff like that. Because those tapes look pretty suspicious. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
It's like Justin Bieber, like, on fucking Xanax as, like, a 13-year-old. Like,
yeah.
And Titty's like... Almost bragging that he just fucked this kid, it seemed like.
He's mine. I'm his daddy for the weekend and stuff like that.
What is he arrested for?
I don't know.
Are you not allowed to have sex parties?
Is it human trafficking?
Maybe
or something?
I think so.
Yeah, because it like.
I mean, but if they're paying people it too, isn't that?
See, I was thinking
that's
why
illegal, isn't it?
I was thinking why is this isn't to pay somebody to come screw your girlfriend isn't a crime.
Why?
Yeah, it is. It's
to pay
prostitution.
someone? Is that like prostitution?
Yeah, but that's not a crime that you would have a.
Well, no, but I'm saying they say it's a crime. They arrest people for prostitution all the time. Like you always say, unless you're videotaping it and making a movie, then it's not a crime. You didn't understand. So why is he allowed? Why?
Well, I'm saying if you hear that like a guy 5 years ago got a prostitute, you're not arresting him and putting him on trial.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it says that he during some of these sessions Diddy beat his girlfriend.
Oh.
So I think that's the problem here.
Yeah. Is that what he's on trial for?
Well, it's just one of the things, I guess.
Do you know what he's on trial for?
I thought it was human trafficking.
Is it? Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. And they said they're going to show the video of him beating his girlfriend too. Have you seen that video? He's in like a bathrobe and he's there in a hotel.
I think so. Yeah.
He's beating her. It's like I always wonder why he wasn't charged. When that first came out.
Yeah,
it's pretty obvious that he's beating her. He was always sitting in the corner masturbating, and occasionally he would tell me to step off and back off because he was going to get some, and I would sit in the corner and watch.
What? This is so weird.
Thousands of dollars. The guy says, I was excited just to be in this world with all these fancy rich people.
I bet he was. It's going to be a good gig.
He said one time his girlfriend was on her computer saying she wanted to get personal information off of it, and that's when Combs ordered her instead to come to her bedroom. But she didn't run fast enough. Mr. Combs came out of the room. I saw a bottle fly past her head and hit the wall. He then grabbed her by the hair and started dragging her by the hair into the bedroom.
Man.
Then I could hear him slapping her. And she was saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Did she stay with him?
I don't know, for a while. She liked that Diddy lifestyle.
Money.
Just don't make Diddy mad. That's your job. Just don't make Diddy mad.
God, get him to the Greek. It's so much better after this is going on. I mean, this is the character he plays in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, he's a crazy person.
He's a crazy person. Yep.
So somebody that cast him in that movie
knew about it.
Knew. Yep.
All right. Well, I don't think you're going to get any big heads rolling, and I'd be shocked if anybody of notoriety gets outed in this trial.
That's how it always
it's
happens.
Just how everybody. There's plenty of people above the law, and don't anybody ever let anybody tell you that there's no one above the law.
I mean, I
because
think
that's a goddamn lie.
You have these crazy $1 million parties for so long that even if you weren't like doing a bunch of terrible things, some illegal shit happened with some famous people, and after through an investigation, somebody should get arrested.
Yeah, but they won't.
But I think it's a lot worse than that, and nobody's still gonna get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking Wads of DMT subbed for 67 months. Thank you very much, Smoking Wads of DMT.
Thank you for the bits, Kevin. We appreciate
Thank you very much, Kevin JK. Thanks for all the subs, guys. And no hang tomorrow. Spice is on vacation. He's on vacation.
Nice.
But he says when he gets back, he's up for a long string of uninterrupted hangs.
Nice.
So this will hopefully be the last week for a while. We won't have a hang. And we'll see you Thursday morning for more ClusterF. Good to be back.
Yep.
Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you Thursday morning.